like him, inside and outside, blew his house with the blue little window and a blue Corvette, and everything is blue for him and himself and everybody around, 'cause he ain't got nobody to listen. I'm good, I'll be
the big spoil knocked down the throat of De Goey. De Goey inside to Elliott. Elliott can go over the top. He best not now.
Ripping my membership up. Absolute rubbish. They are absolute rubbish. Have been for 10 years. I've had enough. So I'm jumping ship. I'm going to the Pies.
Cameron down the line. Mason Cox! He's got the glasses on.
Mate, what's going on at the Blues?
Carlton f***ing suck. Excuse my language.
No, you can swear, mate. Go for it.
They f***ing suck. They're so shit. Lockie Plowman needs to get in the bin. Sam Walsh the star. But he'll get the Carlton disease. Same as everyone else.
Advantage, and Cottrell will get it back from Motlop. Tumbles at the half forward. Well done. Darcy Moore takes the mark. Storms away through the middle of the ground. Kicks to half forward. 2-on-1 here for the Pies and Henry.
When are we going to hit a target?
Poor Harry. Poor Harry.
Poor Harry. Poor everyone. Poor Carlton fans. That's what I say.
Newman flips it over the top. Well played to Goey. Came bursting through for the Pies. Left it behind.
Zach Cripps, he's way too fat. I mean, I'm an overweight man, but that guy is way too fat. Back fracture my ass. Harry Mackay, go to another club because he's not winning a premiership with Carlton because we're weak as piss. As simple as that. And that's it. I'm out.
All right, guys, and welcome to another episode of the Jumper Punch.
Yep.
As you can see, we got the red for the Lutto. Yeah, I don't know what to say, man. Like, this is going to be a weird show because I just don't know.
We're hurting.
It's hurting, and we should hurt, and we're all going to talk about it in our different ways today, and we should hurt.
It's the reality check show.
It's a good reality check show, but we should hurt, because I'm telling you, I don't care what anyone says, this is the biggest fucking rival there is in the world, man. I don't care what anyone says. This is hatred, mate. We should never have lost this, but anyway, hopefully we give everyone a little bit of a smile, a bit of reality check, and we
see how we go.
We'll see how we go. Well, listen,
promises.
at the end of the day,
Yes.
the only winners,
Yes.
right, from this game was Harvey Norman.
Harvey Norman.
Yeah, have a look
What do
at
you mean?
this.
Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Are you serious?
It's not my fault.
Seriously, just break the table.
It's not my fault.
Grandma's table.
It's not my fault. They freaking suck at everything.
Not throw a pass at the goal line when you have Marshawn Lynch.
Oh my god.
That's it.
That's the
Touchdown.
Bang.
Dude, chill out. What are you doing?
Oh my god.
Sicko.
You got a hammer out. You got a hammer out. What is that? That's an ice hockey. Oh my god.
You back here. Dude, they can still come back. Get out here. Come on.
Look how ridiculous he is.
Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me. Where are you at? Oh my god. You suck so bad. I can't do it.
No. Mommy, he's unplugging the TV. He's gonna take it outside. What? No! Stop him! No!
Oh, fuck, it's domestic. It's got a fucking baseball softball bat. I'm telling you, he's going to take his kids to like a DHHS.
45.
Yeah, Yeah, there was some,
yeah,
there was
probably.
some unhappy supporters there.
Probably don't repeat that. Probably not.
Far out.
Gee.
Wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Nah,
Just clearing it
That
up.
wasn't me either. I was very, I don't know. I was numb.
No, I was very, very disappointed. I'm telling you, I was like, I realised earlier on, you know, like that. I don't think we're going to win this. I kind of feel, and then at the end, you know how we felt like, oh, maybe we can pinch it, but I would already like conceded the defeat.
Yeah, I couldn't get involved in the game. I just couldn't emotionally. I couldn't. I'm always attached.
Yeah.
Because it's that type of game, but I just couldn't get heavily invested into it.
Yeah.
Maybe there was a patch in the second quarter.
Yeah, the patch in the second quarter, you think you're back.
Yeah, well, you were in front.
Yeah.
And then the goal, that was it. No, I conceded.
No, it was.
So, yeah.
So we'll talk about it. What we'll do is we'll order some coffees.
Yep.
I think we're going to need extra dose of Mitagina this week.
Bradley brought to you
I
by...
reckon this week we're going to have the pan for piss.
Yeah, we'll bring it up.
Melbourne Coffee Roasting Co.
See?
Yeah, the gruppos,
said it.
that's it, it's done now.
See?
Yeah.
It's done now.
That's right.
That's it.
What did I say?
We haven't lost the game
yeah.
on
I
that
know,
shit.
I know.
Hey, how we going?
On the teague
Of
stuff.
course we do games after we lose. We front up every single time. Yep. Yeah, all right. Yep. Coffees, you know the drill. All right, thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers, Biggie.
Going to get it on morning.
Yeah, of
Get it,
course.
let's go.
Well, you are sitting on that edge.
I've,
when we first started the show,
know.
we decided on the positioning,
I know.
and unfortunately, you got that. Lucky you didn't get that position.
It's not,
You would
it's
have
not
had
on
to go
my
and
job
get it.
description, though.
The food wouldn't have made it.
It's not on my job description.
What job description?
I don't know.
Fucking overprivileged piece of
No,
shit.
Shelby. Excuse me.
What are coffees and what do we got here? Oh,
Crostoli.
this is like Italian blast.
Have I served this up nicely?
Yeah.
Oh, you do the drink, you do the
I'll do
honors,
it
man.
this
We
week
got to.
because I'm salty.
Yeah. They look proper, those Crostoli.
So while we're there, Melbourne Coffee Roasting Company.
Yep,
How you
absolutely.
doing, mate?
Brandon
Been
Bevilacqua
out
doing a
great.
great job down there. Thank you very much, ladies
And
gentlemen.
Marino Brothers,
Marino Brothers.
always great support. Go and get your fruits and your veggies there.
Spend $60
I'll take
or
that
more.
one. No,
You
I'll
get
take
free
that one.
delivery
Take
if you order before midnight. You
Nah,
get it there the
over
next day.
over $60.
Over
free
60
delivery.
before
Free delivery.
midnight.
Delivery before midnight, you get it the next day.
Hey, bravo.
Salute.
They'll actually deliver it
Chin
in about
done.
fucking 7 hours.
Within
That's
7.
what, yeah, that's what
a
Ant
good
said.
effort.
Fuck.
Cheers, Big Ears.
Cheers. Mm. Jesus.
Yep.
How much did you put in that?
A lot.
Oh my God.
Everyone deserves it.
Porca
Good one.
miseria.
All right. I won't be able to go to work for 2 days now.
Far out, man. You can drive the trains.
I won't be able to drive shit.
Fuck, that was good, man.
Yeah, that was
Mamma
actually
mia.
good. Hey, listen, thank you, Fab, but seriously, the taste of this is thanks to the old man.
Punchy.
Rest in peace. Thanks to the old man.
It punches you in the fucking jaw.
Yeah, 100%, man. That's sick.
Legit.
Yeah, I'll put that for you there.
Proper it is.
Oh, that's the sugar.
I was going to
Probably
say,
melted.
I thought
under
it
the
had,
thing.
I thought it had webs on it.
Probably
for a second.
melted under the
Under the
thing.
light.
Wait up.
Probably did, man. Look like a sauna here. Anyway, we got that. Hey, let's
Was that
go.
Spider web?
Surely not. I'm going to taste it.
What is it?
They look like a spider webs on these things. Look.
Is there a fucking spider in here?
Nah, bro. Possibly.
Nah, no chance.
Bro.
The fuck?
I didn't get these, mind you. This is from...
Nah, no way.
No way.
No way. Nah, surely not.
Surely there's not spider eggs in that shit.
Oh, well, if there is, they'll die in my stomach acid. If not, they'll eat me alive.
That's techie. Anyway, I hope I die now.
Good. Eat my insides alive. So I don't have to deal with this channel. I forgot.
Where were we?
Episode?
No, we're not that far yet.
No.
We are. Thank you for our third sponsor.
Oh, yes. Top Dog Liquor.
Oh, Top Dog Liquor. That's right,
Even
yes.
he's forgot.
Lyndon Hosking.
So
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Go down.
Have a look.
We'll put the link up. Make sure you check it out. They're a drive-through. Thank you very much. He is a sponsor of
Mangiare al football.
And we've been getting a couple more here. So here's this one here, who's a very, he's one of our favourites. Don Carlos.
Oh, Don Carlos sent one in, did he? Oh,
Have a look
the
at
Don.
this one.
Me just go all the way from Española. What's he got there?
Mark McClure, what's a carbonara?
Una bella piatta de carbonara.
Beautiful.
And look what's on the screen.
Yeah,
Nice.
us.
Oh, how good's that?
Mark McClure.
Could you get any more like exotic than that? Spain.
Yeah.
You're having a carbonara and you're watching the jumper punch. It's
In
like-
Lygon Street.
In Lygon. Yeah, the jumper punches in Lygon Street.
That's
there.
it. So
With
that
Mark
was
McClure.
good. That was good. So that was that
Proper.
one there. And the second
Proper.
one is from this one here, and this is from Paul Dixon, another fan favourite.
I got those at home. I swear to God, they're in the they're in the cut. They're in the thing
Look at
right
this.
now.
How do you like this, man? Nonna biscotti. Well, nonna biscuits.
Not
but
biscuits, the same thing. And they actually are the ideal dunker. They're perfect.
look at this. He's got the Carlton Cup there.
Beautiful.
I am Carlton.
How good's that?
That's superb. So we got
That's exactly like me. I've got my little Carlton mug, non-less biscuits. Are they little link chocolates on the side?
Yeah.
Fuck it, mate.
Is that how you set yourself up?
Perfect.
I love
Maybe
it.
That's my work desk.
Maybe it's,
At the office.
maybe it's
That's
him
probably
in-
your work there.
That's him in disguise, Paul Dixon. There.
It's not. I don't have
He
the same
wants a
cup.
top.
I don't have the same. I don't have the same cup, but same biscuits and chocolate.
That's sick, man. All right, we're going to make a decision now. Unfortunately, Don, you're too far away.
Yeah, well.
But, so we're going to give it to Paul Dixon, mate. Because you had the nonna biscuits. What do you reckon?
Well, it's, you know.
All right.
But I'm going to make a thing here, right?
Yes.
I love Don. If he comes down to Australia,
We'll take you out for dinner.
no, we'll get
And
him
we'll
merch.
get you a
merch,
we'll get
man.
you a-
You
we'll
deserve
get
a
you-
merch,
we'll get
mate.
you a merch.
100%, man. But
How's
now,
that?
if I've got to spend like $3,500 to send you
Shipping.
like a $50 top, mate, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. So there you go.
But
and
we love you.
while we're there,
Thank you.
tune into your Jumper Punch channel.
Yes,
Yes.
Jumper Punch
Now,
channel as well.
everybody get on there. Now, everyone that's watching, I want to get on there and subscribe because we need to get those subscribes right up. They've been going up a nice pace. We need to really get them up. Just get in there and do it. Get all your friends to do it, and that's it. So we get that done.
And just click subscribe. It's not that hard.
Subscribe. That's
like,
it.
comment, do it
That's
all.
it. And we got a big interview this week. Massive, man.
Huge.
Big, man.
Literally big.
Literally big.
Yeah, actually.
Big,
Spotify,
big,
if you can't listen to it, get onto
Spotify as well. Yep.
Here's our merch. Everyone have a look at the merch.
Have a look. T-shirts, hoodies,
Hoodwinked,
the lot.
Makekatsu,
Have a look at the
All
merch
of it. Then you
now.
got the blue broad.
$50
merch
for
as
the
well.
got the
T-shirts.
100%.
60
mate.
for the hoodies.
Yeah.
Mate, how can you go wrong?
Away we go.
And look at this, I'm wearing the mucker cuts because this week's a bit of a mucker
It is a
cuts.
bit of a
right?
market cuts.
Definitely is.
Also, I just want to quickly mention, right?
Yes.
As you know, we spend a little bit of time and effort on this show, us three guys.
Yep. To
All
put it
blue
all
broad
together.
as
Yep.
we
You
do
do
it.
all the editing as well, Rocket.
What we're going to do
big
is
work
we're
behind
going
the scenes.
to send out a bit of an appeal out there,
Okay.
right? We're looking for major sponsor to partner us
Yes, huge major sponsor.
from now and into the future. Now,
Yep.
Now, look, big things are happening. I'm telling you, like next year, the way we're planning stuff, next year's going to be bigger and better. So, man, if you know like a friend, family
Anyone.
who's involved, big Carlton supporter who's involved, and someone maybe marketing would be very appreciative.
Anyone.
To move into the next level, and you can partner us into.
We've got
like,
some stuff we can send you by
Mate, you
email.
can see
Little
Terry's now on the
proposal.
radio. Did you
See?
see that?
He did.
Oh, yeah,
with
with-
Sam
I'm telling
McCullough.
you,
Sam
moving
and,
on,
Joe
next
Blakely.
level,
Flog.
next level, all right?
Flog.
You're a sellout.
He's a bit of a flog.
Sellout.
He
That was
is.
good. That was
Sold
awesome,
out.
though.
Sold out.
Jared Healy had no idea.
No, didn't know.
no
How do you
idea.
do that? How do you get like the footage on there and that? Shut up, you stupid! There's no footage on there. He's been telling you for like half an hour. It's a fake cam, mate. Mate, don't pretend you don't know like your banana. Anyway, he was on. So look, contact us personally, and yeah, and see what we can do. And as you said, man, we're a big family. The more help we get, the bigger we get, the better we get. You know, so that's it. That's it. That's all I wanted to say about that. So get on. All right.
Come through.
Now, this
Help
week
us
here,
out.
let's just get off the footy for a sec, right?
Okay.
Right.
Thank God.
I'm going to
Yeah.
tell you, just for a sec, we're just going to have a little bit of a relaxation.
I think everyone needs it.
Yeah, we will.
We all need it.
We're gonna dive into it, and then we're gonna dive back out.
Everyone in the
We're
audience.
gonna dive into the pool, and then we're gonna jump back out again.
Everyone in the audience.
Dive from a 10-meter platform and then dive.
You know
a big belly wop too.
You know what they've got to do? You've all got to just drop your shoulders.
Yeah.
Drop your shoulders. Take a nice deep breath in.
Yep.
And then exhale, and do it again.
Yep.
And then exhale.
Because we're all family here.
And just calm down.
We're gonna calm down.
Okay.
All right. But unfortunately, someone died this week, right?
That's correct.
Which is, to me, now I know to you blokes too, but to me, like I was a great fan. So this is, so let's have a look at this.
This just puts things into perspective.
This is Raymond Allen Liotta, right? I love this bloke, and he was in such movies as Field of Dreams. What was it? He was in Hannibal. He was in Something Wild, and he was also in a movie of mine, which not many people probably watch, is called The Iceman.
Movie of yours?
Well, I don't think many people know about it, but Iceman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know about Iceman?
No.
I can't say I do.
The book was even better, but the Iceman is the biggest mafia serial killer ever. He was. Go and watch his interviews. It's chilling, this bloke. But he was in that movie. And also, of course, well, have a look at this other photo. This is how much of a fan I am, right? I'm telling you, I love this bloke. This holds prime position in my lounge room.
In your lounge room.
It's personally, it's signed, it's right up there. I'm telling you, not only do I love the actors in there, the movie, Goodfellas.
Yeah, proper movie.
Could be one of the top 10 movies of all time, man.
I've watched it about 700 times. I'll probably go watch it for the 701st time after this.
So we just want to think. So what we'll do is we'll just
You're laughing like I'm a clown. What do you think I'm a clown?
I'm here to amuse you. I'm here to make you laugh.
You may fall on the question.
Well, we're gonna find out something a bit later about that little scene there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Because what we've done is I'm gonna highlight him through the show. I've got some interviews. Think about it. There's no chance I could be showing you highlights of the movie. They won't allow you to, right?
Forget it.
But always, in the back, and I'll show you something. So because I've got this thing signed personally.
Is it really signed?
Well, it's signed. It's got the certificate of
authenticity
on the back
That's
by
awesome.
all three. So it's pretty special to me. But let's have a look at this, and everyone tell me what you think.
Being here, I mean what I say.
Oh,
and you see stuff that's on the walls here when you walk in. There's a Goodfellas poster that I've had forever.
Really?
Yes.
Where'd you get it?
I got it at a charity auction.
Huh.
Richard
And it's on the wall. And you signed it. You signed it.
Rafi.
What do you mean? It's not on the wall. Okay, our stage manager coming. That's it. You've taken it off the wall.
Yeah, it's not my signature.
What do you mean it's not your signature?
This is not my signature, buddy.
Down there?
You got ripped off.
No, I did not.
Yeah,
You're kidding me.
I don't do a frou-frou L like that. And I don't cross it.
So that is not yours, because it's signed by you, De Niro, and Pesci, and I spent at least 4 figures on this thing.
Get out of here.
Yes.
You're a sucker. No, that's.
Now you're being serious. That is definitely not your signature.
Yeah, I'm.
Scorsese. It says Scorsese signed it down there too. Look at that underneath.
That's his.
That is.
I'm not sure that Bob's. Because I can only remember signing really like 5 that was complete. And there was never like one of those signings where you all lay there. I mean, I could sign it for real.
Yeah.
At least I could double it.
Please, do it. Do what you wish. If that is, do you know if that's Pesci's? Do you know if that's Joe's?
No, that's him.
No, I know that's him. Do you know if that's his signature?
I don't know Joe's signature.
Okay.
Rich, you show that to every guest that walks in here.
Yeah, this is hanging it. So every guest that walks in here, this is one of the first things that they see in the hallway.
He's having a we'll take care of it later, Rafi.
Yeah. What do you got? He's got an axe. Are you serious?
Do you want it? Do you want the real?
Yeah, sure. But I mean,
it's gonna hurt the.
Okay. You're.
Oh no, it doesn't. Oh, that's me.
You just smacked yourself in your
heart attack. We'll do it later.
Okay.
But that's not me.
Yeah, you just banged yourself. You just cracked the glass. So we could take it out, smash the glass. I mean, you got at this
No,
point
it's not
in time.
glass. Though. It's not really glass.
It's like a plexi.
But we'll do it. We'll fix it.
Okay.
But you got ripped off.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
How are you feeling now, Rich? Knowing this
He's holding on to the axe.
All right, so ask me a question.
I think that was Voss post game.
Yeah, that's it. Ask me a question.
Ask me a question.
I like it. I like it. I'm a bit worried about my frame now. Is it really signed? But anyway, he's a star, man. He's an absolute star. Love that bloke, man, and love the whole. As I said,
Was
past
tense.
Still live a star.
Yeah, still a star. Was a star. Yeah, was a star in real life. He's a star.
On the screen.
On the screen always will remain. So there you go. There you go. All right. Listen, we're going to change it around a bit.
Okay.
I'm going to go straight into this.
Rocco's Rant.
That's it. Let's get stuck straight into it. Before we do our number 37, I'm going to get stuck into this. As you know, we do some interviews and that, right?
Yes, well, you do the majority.
Well, we do the majority, but it doesn't matter. It's a team thing. We do these interviews. We're getting better at it. We do it. And and then sometimes, like, little glitches happen.
They do. I mean, it's not exactly the most professional thing.
Well, I want everyone to go back to episode 1 and now go to this episode and see what we've achieved in 18 months.
We send him on the road to go do an interview. He's learning.
Right. And then, look, I don't mind criticism. It's all good, man. Just give me as much as you want, man. Hammer me with criticism, right? But constructive criticism. But if you're going to be a smart ass about it, right, don't do it. Don't do it. Now, there was the interview with Sellers, right?
Yes.
Right? All right, so what we did was we set it up, it was quiet, and then near the last 6 or 7 minutes, some traffic started coming past.
Bikes and, you know.
Like we wanted that. Like we wanted that. It didn't happen. Something happened. But instead of going, mate, these blokes got Sellers, what an insight. What I hear is, oh, you should have mic'd up the bloke. There was one smart ass comment who said, like, I love you all. There was one smart ass comment who said, oh, who were the 3 blokes talking behind the traffic noise? Like trying to say that the traffic noise was the primary.
The main.
Real smart ass. Oh, you should get mics to... All right. Send in your donations. Send in your donations, mate. See, I'm still paying for the sign, mate, out of our own money before we can do it.
I'm still paying for the camera here.
We're still paying for it, so we're doing the best we can. So I don't mind it because weeks ago there was like, I get criticised, or we get constructive criticism every week. There was one where when I did the thing about Il Jingo Gender, someone wrote and goes, it should be La Jingo Gender.
That's correct.
Right? And I wrote back to him and I said, man, I appreciate it. We're a team, mate. I'm glad you helped me out.
It's just your broken Italian, though.
Right, yeah, but it doesn't matter. What I'm saying is I don't mind it. But then to say like, oh, you know, like you should do it like, mate, have you seen where we've come from? Have you seen where we come from?
Mate, dead set, right? Now, I've watched a million podcasts. There's like 100 million podcasts I've seen, right? And I can tell you what, like, there's a lot of, like, people up and coming, starting, and, you know, I've seen, like, you know, like, mate, give them props for fucking trying.
Mate,
we've given you the camera, we've given you we've got the mics here.
We've got the mics, we've set up the studio, we've done that, we go out. And mind you, who else has had these kind of people being interviewed?
No one.
The Sid Jackson. Like, not that I've had anything on there, but we had some voice, so we've put up all the subtitles. He's softly spoken.
Fair enough.
Who else has had an interview with Sid Jackson? Who else has Sid Jackson told that he lost his sisters when he was like 6 years old and never seen them again? It was one of the saddest moments. Who else told you that Sid Jackson went to the tribunal and lied to play in the 1970 grand final and then came back and apologised because he made up a story about being vilified. on the thing? Yeah. No one else, but no. The volume wasn't right. That's what I got. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm happy. I love the messages. And if you know me, anyone that sends me messages, right, I respond to every single one of them. Correct. Right or wrong, man, I always try to get back to you and let you know. But all I'm saying, man, Take it easy, man. Keyboard warriors out here, man, criticising us for seriously, man, for what we have done, man.
Well, there's no one else. While the club isn't doing what the Full Broad
nothing.
channel's doing and the Carlton community is doing, the club doesn't do this.
No, they don't. And again, I don't mind the criticism.
If they could do it, but I'm pretty sure the players don't even want to speak to the club.
Well,
and they're happy to speak to you.
Someone, I'm telling you. A lot of them don't want anything to do with the club, you know.
But we love you all.
No, listen, we love you all, man.
It's tongue in cheek.
It's a bit of a tongue in cheek. I needed a rant this week.
He's delivering it straight to you.
I'm delivering it straight. I am delivering it
straight. I've got a couple of barbs to throw as well.
No, listen.
A couple of barbs to throw. Don't worry.
Oh look, and you know what? 99% of people are very appreciative, and I'm very humbled by.
Oh fuck! You don't get Armfield, Spiro fucking Cookamillas, Scotland, Chicha fucking White, Alvin Glasgow, all the fucking Hoopers, Simon Wingers the Chief, Peter fucking Dean, he's lean and he's mean. You don't get Gabe Rossi, and you won't have
Sellers.
The next one for today's one.
And
have a look what's coming up.
Mate,
have a look what's coming up.
It's going to be Cuda.
Yeah, that'll be a good one.
Number 40 is going to be a ripper.
That's going to be a good one, yeah. That's going to be a good one, yeah. Some stuff.
But
anyway.
Yeah, far out.
No, listen, man. I don't mind it, but it's the sarcastic comments that give me the thing. It's the keyboard warriors. Come on, man.
I love them.
We're trying, yeah. We stuffed up a few little things. You don't think, that Peter Dean, when I come home and that was blurry, I couldn't sleep that night. I didn't know what to do. I was going to drive 3 hours away to go and redo it again. Right? So, anyway, love yous all.
That's all right. You learn from your mistakes, and we'll see when we review the game who you're learning from his mistake.
That's right. That's right. Just like the team.
He's a bit temperamental today.
No, that's it. Man, we just lost.
Collingwood does this to him.
All right, let's calm down a bit. We are at number 37. Actually, I've got a bit of a surprise for you, blokes. So we got, you're going to like this. You're going to like. This is going to be a bit of fun coming up here. All right. So the first one we're going to look at is this one here. His name was Bernie Morang.
Meringue.
M-O-R-A-N.
Like lemon meringue.
Moran.
Bernie Moran. Now, this bloke here is 54 to 55, 21 games, 5 goals. The reason I got him up here, he was a first player to wear number 37.
Nice. Very cool.
There you go. All right, look at this one here. Peter Smith. 68 to 70, 15 games, 10 goals. Why did I get him?
It looks like
because he'd have a hard. Does he?
Ted. Not Ted.
No, Bob from Coburg.
Nah.
Who's
you know
Ted?
the magazine?
Oh, fucking Alfred
Newman.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Hey, your mate's doing the drinking game with the coffee?
Yeah, far. Joe, mate. You're probably
cool.
like 4 deep.
Alfred E. Newman.
Yes,
why'd you get him? Because his name is very hard to pinpoint in the white pages?
No, because he's the son of legendary Melbourne coach Norm Smith.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I do.
And here is, okay. That's
so after playing 23 games for Melbourne, he came to Carlton in 68. He followed Ron Barassi, naturally. And he played 10 games and wasn't part of the 68 flag. Played just 5 more games before being cleared to Port Melbourne. The other interesting fact is he's a second cousin to Wayne Harms.
I was just going to say, that whole connection.
There is. I'm telling you, Wayne Harms has got this line of.
I remember this when I interviewed him because I asked him this question.
That's right. And anyway, we've got always a bit of video, so we'll have a look at this bit of video here.
Oh, there's actually highlights of Peter Smith. Does he actually touch the ball? Oh, I see. There he is.
He actually does. Actually.
Oh, we're slowly picking up, aren't we?
Picks it up. Look at the handball.
Fuck, where's the ball?
There he goes, walking past.
There you go. That's awesome.
That's all there is of it.
And thank you to the Spirit of
Carlton.
Carlton,
The Spirit of Carlton as well,
and
yes.
the Blueseum.
So we're going to do that, yeah. So
Blueseum,
definitely thank you for the
Carlton.
Spirit of Carlton and to the Blueseum. That's where we get our information.
Get on the page.
We'll put up a link,
Fantastic
So
stuff.
that's where we do get our information from and all that. But just quickly on that too, right?
Fuck, you've turned him tonight. That's it.
The videos on the bottom, it just says big logo, Spirit of Carlton. It's not like we're not letting everyone know where we got it from. I just wanted to say it's not like it's not there. But anyway, thank you very much.
He's wound up, mate.
He's on the hinds in the mounting yard. They can't control him.
Wait till later.
Oh no,
Oh, shit.
He's a bit colty today.
Wait till the banana. I'm
no.
after you, mate. All right, listen to me. All right, that was good. What we're gonna do do is number 37 was a shitty-ass number.
Oh, yeah, you
I'm telling you,
It's
apart
no
from a
good.
couple,
It was
well,
until a certain man got it.
well,
but anyway.
one certain man, but up to them we had like 9 players. And what we're going to do is, I haven't put their names up. What are we going to do? We're going to put it up and have a bit of a competition.
He'll get
Who
them
can
all.
get some real quick?
All right.
Oh, okay, all right.
All right?
Okay,
So
all
this is the first
Oh,
one,
God.
number 1. Put it up. Who goes
Oh,
first?
dear
Go.
me. Can you zoom in on that?
That's fucking.
Oh.
Fuck, I know who that.
Matt Shaw.
Matt Shaw! From Adelaide.
No, Gold Coast.
Matt Shaw. But did he go to Adelaide? No.
I don't know, I'm not sure.
Matt Shaw. 200.
I'd actually
2018, former Gold Coast, 2 games and 0 goals. All right, let's go to number 2.
Oh, Gorringe.
Oh, he gets it straight away. You got to be quick. I don't want to hear any buzzer. Just give me the name.
Okay.
All right, I'll tell you about
I
him.
went forward. I don't even know who that is. You would know. I don't know who it is.
Tom Fields.
Yes.
There you go.
All right,
Massive
don't put the
level
next
kick.
one. Hold on.
It
Hold
went
on.
up.
Let me get this right here.
Tom Fields.
First of all, Gorringe, 16-17, former Gold Coast, pick 10.
Yes, and a very good content creator.
4 games, 4 goals. All right, that was Tom Fields, 2015, pick 41 in the rookie, 2 goals, 0 games. So far, stars.
Another Mick Malthouse.
All right.
There we are starving.
All right, let's
on
go.
this
Got to be
number.
quick on this
Yeah,
one.
quick,
Number
quick,
4.
quick.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
let's go,
Number
let's
4.
go.
Let's see.
Boom.
Jared
Jared
Keisha.
Keisha.
Yeah.
He was not too bad. I didn't mind him.
Well,
tough,
he
tough
was a
bugger.
2010 pick 15 rookie. He
Where's
played
he
14
now?
goals, 1 game.
Norwood. I think he played for Norwood.
I saw him at Macca's the other day. Anyway, listen. All right, get
His
ready.
family does have a good restaurant called Carosello.
That's it.
Beautiful. In Mooney
Where?
Ponds. Magnificent. Really, really nice.
Really?
Really nice. If you're
We might-
watching the guys at Carosello.
We might
give us
go
a
and
call.
do a Talking Blue or something there.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, I don't know if it's his brother or his dad. It might be his dad or I don't know, but the food's really nice there.
All right, I like it. I
Carosello,
like it. I
it's
like it.
cool.
All right, next one. Number 5.
Stephen Brown.
Nah.
Jake Edwards.
Jake Edwards.
Stephen Brown. Stephen Brown was 15.
Jake
With an E.
Edwards, pick
Proper
36 in the
shit.
national draft.
Proper
5
shit.
games, 4 goals.
He was in a bad way, that bloke.
Yeah,
really
well,
bad
I think
way.
he's best known for being on
The Bachelor.
Crack?
The Bachelor or
The
something.
Bachelor.
yeah.
Was it The
Crack,
Bachelor?
sorry.
The crack.
I thought he was on crack.
He was in a really bad way with drugs.
Oh, well,
Now I
there you
think
go.
he's,
That's how I know he's on
Now,
crack.
now I think he's in an even worse way as a real estate agent.
Oh, shit. He's turned into a proper
What
Shout
fraud.
out to Thomas.
You,
Thomas Bocelli, I think, is a
David,
real estate agent.
you bloody pagan. Lion. Ross Lyons in
He is
real
real
estate
estate,
there.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Dennis Pagan is, yeah.
Yeah, Dennis Pagan and Ross Lyons.
Ross Lyon in real
Yeah,
estate.
he's in real estate now.
Well, someone's got to do it. So.
Yeah, that's it. All right. Got to be quick on this one. I reckon you'll get it straight away. Go.
Carl Norman.
Carl. Oh, he's
fucking
killing
drugs.
it.
Wow, look at that
More
money.
drugs.
Soul patch.
Just drugs
2002.
everywhere.
Soul patch for King Keys.
He was
Soul patch is going well.
he was picked 79, 27 games, 5 goals. Look, mate, there was big raps on him, but he
He was
went,
shit. Shit.
He went to, as
I don't care if
as the old man used to go, a
shit.
malastrada.
Yeah, oh, yeah, he
went
went
in
down the wrong street.
He went down the wrong road.
More
mate.
drugs. Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's go. This one, I reckon. Who's going to get this one? Go.
Trent Houghton.
Yes.
Oh, what a player.
You know it.
Yes,
You do
Trent
know
Houghton.
it.
Trent
17 games. 17 games for Collingwood.
I was just going to say, he played for
Yeah,
Collingwood,
and then
didn't he?
61 games, 36 goals.
Yep.
Drink.
That's it.
He actually wasn't a bad player at the time. He did all right. He did all right.
I
He
remember
did
him
all right.
for AFL 99.
Yeah.
Trent Houghton.
Yeah,
Trent
he was
Houghton.
on. He was on AFL 99.
That's right.
yeah.
He was.
Used to play back
I
in
know
the
he was.
Optus Oval days when you and I used to go down.
All right, 2 more to go.
Nah, I couldn't.
Go.
do
All right,
these.
let's go.
Are these on?
You won't get this one.
I don't know it already. I don't know. If you know that, good on you.
It's way. Oh well, it's not way back, but that's the best photo I could get. It's
Just say it.
1990, pick 13 in the pre-season, 31 games, 12 goals.
I don't know.
Nah, his name was Adrian Bassett.
Adrian Bassett. No idea. Bassett for Mick
Do
Price.
you remember him? Any good? Garbage. Oh, you don't even remember him.
I don't remember.
That's when you know he's proper shit.
Nah, shit. And he played for 31. All right, last
Probably
one. You got to
watching
get
the
this one.
show.
Come on, go.
All right, let's see. Jordan Boyd.
Jordan Boyd. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine. Oh, you can't pick on him.
Nah, I'm not picking on him. I'm just telling you.
Oh,
He's
just
the
saying,
latest
he's
one, you know.
37,
So
yeah.
they were
He's
Jordan
a tough
Boyd,
little
former
player.
dog,
I
4
like him.
goals.
I don't mind him so
I
far.
think he's got a bit of go about him. And
You know, reminds me of like a Dylan Buckley.
yeah,
Same head. Looks
Yeah,
looks
bad.
similar.
yeah,
To
very good. So they were the 9, and it looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to 1.
There you go.
You are a freak.
Who, me?
You with your memory, man.
I know,
Like your
it's
memory
cool.
is
It's all he
some of
looks
the,
at, Carlton
the
stuff.
dumbest things. Like you go
know.
something, goes, oh, I remember that. It was a rain. You like Rain Man.
I know.
Rain Man. It was a rainy day. It was
Remember
like.
when you mentioned David Allard, and I just went, debuted against
Oh
West
yeah, you
Coast,
did the
kicked a
debut,
goal,
the
like
game,
this.
and what weather it
Remember,
was.
we were in front, and they came back, and then we kicked away late. It was Judd's first game back. We were wearing 1 or 2. We were wearing the Malaysia jerseys.
Yeah, he did too. He
Oh,
said
no.
all that.
I'm twisted,
You
mate.
freak me out,
I
man.
know. I freak myself out sometimes.
Yeah, no,
No wonder I
it's
haven't got a partner.
That's it. That's true, man. All your time is wasted there.
I know.
But usually, when you get the partner, everything just flows.
God
out,
help
man.
her.
It's a big waste.
God help her.
No, I love the partner. I still love her so much. All right. Let's have a look at this one. Who's this one? Mate.
Wayne Arms.
I just thought I'd put this picture. Everyone's seen the picture.
Wayne
But this was the
Pound for
the week.
pound, what is he? Pound for pound, the best player Mark Bethune has
100%,
seen since
man.
Gary Wablett.
A lot of them say that.
100%, man. 90. He was 77 to 88. He played 169 games, 86 goals, 79, 80, 182 premiership player, 79 Norm Smith medalist, Victoria representative, 79, 86, Carlton Hall of Fame. And again, when we talk to players, they all say the same thing. Pound for pound, he was the best footballer. Now, so we're going to show the interview now, so you'll see it, but you won't see it in this bit, but I show him footage and he watches it, right? And I'm telling you, I urge people, you're going to see the footage, but if you ever go back and watch his footage, seriously, pound for pound, the best player. Because he could overhead mark like, I don't know, Kerno. He could run like Walsh.
What about his kick?
His kick, but both sides.
Penetration.
His handball, both sides. I'm telling you, the bloke was... And when that many people say it, there's something in it. I'm telling you. And you'll see in the videos, he invented the Kerno... He invented the
snap.
No, he invented the Cuda pickup.
Oh, the one-hander.
Oh, he invented the dusty brush off. I'm telling you, man, there's one bit of thing there. You see, he does it like 3 times. He just goes, piss off, piss off, piss off, and he runs, you know, like I'm telling you. So look, everyone enjoy and watch this.
All right, and here we have him, Mr. Wayne Harms. How are you, mate?
I'm well.
Good.
I'm here again.
I was going to say, you're a 3-time premiership player, but now you're a 3-time jumper punch legend. How's that feel?
Oh, well, I can't separate both of them, so I'm pretty stoked. 3rd time.
We don't give you a medal, but the honour's there. The honour's there.
Yeah, my word it is, yeah, but...
All right, first of all, we thank you joining the Jumper Punch family. This is for episode 37. So I was looking through the list, and you're the only one, really.
I feel pretty lonely, yeah. I originally started with 54.
You did start with 54. Yeah. One game, yeah?
Yeah, one game in 54. Ken Sheldon wore 37 prior to me.
Yeah.
Ken was then offered number 5 by Sid Jackson.
Yeah.
Who I believe you had on the show.
We had on the show this week. Just, yeah. No, it's good you can see my big face there, yeah.
And,
Sid
yeah, when
did he actually, he asked Sheldon to...
I believe he approached Kenny to see if he could take the number, obviously.
That's alright, we got a phone call. This is live, so I'll cut all this.
I'll have to call you back, pal. Right on. Done that well, didn't I?
Alright, we're back.
Yeah, I believe Ken, Ken was asked by Sid, obviously because both on ballers, Rovers.
Yeah, pretty close, yeah.
And I was offered 37, I guess. Yeah. I was right at the end of the queue with 54.
You were almost out the door.
I was almost out the door, but when I moved to 37, as you're obviously aware, I had Mark McClure one side, whose locker wasn't probably kept in a manner that you would expect it to be kept.
I can imagine.
Dirty socks and jocks and shorts. And I had early days Mark Kerr on my right-hand side.
Yeah.
Who played a lot of reserves footy.
Yeah.
And finished up with Shane Robinson.
And Shane Robinson.
It wasn't a bad threesome, I guess.
No, it was a pretty good...
Yeah.
A pretty good three players there. Gee, premiership players all there. Yeah, a lot of premierships there. Yeah. So let's quickly go from the start, because I find this interesting. you were a Richmond supporter.
Yeah, certainly a Richmond supporter. My grandfather coached Richmond, Len Smith. And I was recruited to Carlton out of a zone that was almost Essendon, almost North.
You just
Melbourne.
missed out by like
a
street almost.
Yeah, it was a street. It was a street either side. It was the old zoning area, and I think I've mentioned before that I played in the Essendon districts. I played for 2 years in the North Little League.
Yep.
And eventually found out within the 8 houses between the 2 streets was residentially Carlton. So I wasn't happy with it because being a Richmond supporter and the rivalry between Richmond
like in
and
the
Carlton,
60s and 70s was huge.
It was massive. It was massive. And my next door neighbours were Carlton supporters, and we blew nearly every time they played. And hence,
how quick does it take for you to fall in love with Carlton?
Oh, I don't know whether you actually fall in love with them. I think you go there because you're asked to go and trial for a start.
Yeah.
And was lucky enough to mix in with a group of guys and play football with a group of guys who were basically household names.
Yeah.
And I've mentioned before the Jeff Southbys of the world and Swan Mackay's and Rod Ashman's and Barry Armstrong's, and I'm going to miss a few. And
Bruce Dool,
absolute out and out champion. And you know how lucky was I at that period of time to be able to play with these guys, but not just play with them, strike up friendships that's going to last me the rest of my life.
100%, yeah. And you did fall into like a good side, but you definitely improved that side too, because looking at your highlights, and I'm sure we're going to have a look at it a few soon, but you had this style of play. I'm telling you, because you're not massive in stature. You were built like a bull. You know that. You were built like a bull, but you could take the big mark. Like, you weren't scared to go up there and take that mark.
Oh no, look, I think I was told to have a go at all stages. Whether it's a tall or a small in front of me, but I guess in our days growing up, we only really had cricket and football.
Yep.
And I did a lot of athletics. I was 10-2 or 10-3 over 100, and I jumped 6-3 in the high jump, and loved taking risks, and that's what the club allowed us to do. And to be a part of that group, it was interesting because I was let's call it a bits and pieces type player. So I played in the full back line, half back line, worked through the midfield, went up forward, worked through the centre. So I guess where anything needed to be patched up, I could never really get settled in one particular spot. And, some say it's good, some say it's bad, but it just gives you that little bit of extra oomph to go out and do something different in a different position.
I think so, because you're pretty much, any position you played in, you pretty much took control of.
Oh, and every line I went to, I had greats on every line.
Yeah, you did.
So if I'm talking the full back line, I had Southby. If I went to a half back, I had Dool.
Yeah.
If I went to a midfield, I had Armstrongs and Keoghs and Johnsons running through the centre. You go to a half forward flank, you've got a great line there. And full forward lines, we had Rod Ashman when he was resting as a rover and a goal kicker, and it was just a star-studded side.
Yeah,
and
it was.
And now I'm older, Rocky, that I tend to look back and appreciate how good these guys were when I took them for granted.
Yeah,
I used to turn up to training and I used to watch them and I'd know what they do, but now I'm older and I look back at these YouTubes, I really appreciate how good they were. And I left out likes of Alex Markhill and Jim Buckley, and you talk to Mosquito Fleet, these guys were just outstanding footballers, but most of all they're outstanding blokes.
All right, guys, you saw that. All right, so the rest of it, let's get onto the channel. Yep. I'm telling you, this is one you don't want to miss. Well, you don't want to miss any of it.
Well, but this is really one you don't want to miss.
I love the bloke. Not only is he insightful, man, he gets
and always happy to come on.
Yeah.
Always.
As we said, triple premiership player, triple legend of the jumper punch.
Yeah. Absolutely, exactly.
3 times.
Exactly. 3-time premiership player, 3-time legend of the jumper punch.
Yeah, because he did one with me and Pommy, then he come on here,
with us,
and he come on again. He's also helped me get players. No, he's a legend, man. And the way he talks about the game, it's just magnificent, man. And the way he's got his insight into it, you know what I mean? And you can't argue with the bloke.
No.
You win 3 premierships, medal, man. Like the bloke, man, pound for pound, man. He's just a beast.
He knows it all. He knows it all.
Good. So everyone get onto that, and that's it. All right. Hey, before we get into what we're here for, let's let's have a look a bit more Ray Liotta.
Hang around with guys like that? Did you ever meet the I guess your character Henry Hill? What was that like?
Henry I met after the movie, and that he was glad that I didn't play him as a dirtbag, as he said, which I wasn't too. But when Marty and we went to a restaurant, and
This
Marty
is Martin
Scorsese, the director.
yeah.
And these guys would be coming up like auditioning for him. We were at this Italian restaurant. They heard that Marty was there, and that Marty uses real people in his movies.
So these are like real life wise guys.
But they wouldn't admit it. They all came up with stories as if they were auditioning for him. And when they would all come in talk in third person. I knew a guy who did this. Oh, I knew a guy. I knew somebody who had to whack this guy in a diner, and his sister was there. I knew a guy who had to whack this guy in a diner, and his mother was. And really, they actually was like competing with each other. So.
And what was Henry Hill himself like? Now this guy, he's still in the federal witness protection program.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, I had met him that one time. Then I met him. And then the movie came out, and he was very. He was seen around town a lot, and I was at a premiere once, and he came over to me, and I didn't know what to say. Here he is in a witness protection program. I don't know what's going to happen.
Why is he going to premieres?
Exactly. So he comes over. I'm sitting with a group of people, and I don't know whether to introduce him or what to say because I'm afraid. I don't know what's going to happen.
Sure.
And he's saying, hi, how are you? And then he starts introducing himself to, hi, I'm Henry Hill. These people
my
know who he
goodness.
is. You never see a crowd disperse so quickly.
Yeah, I would think so. But what do you know of his life these days? Is he? I mean, do you know where he is? Do you know how he is? Do you know what he's up to?
Nope, and I don't want to.
And that'll be it for him the rest of his life.
Well, actually, he came up to me one time at that same party saying that he wanted to do a sequel of the movie. And he says that you think the beginning of my life was tough. Where do you see the rest of it?
But that must be. It strikes me as being insane that he shows up at the premiere.
I know.
And then he's at the party having a couple of drinks.
I know.
There you go, though. What an interview.
But you know what's funny? Like these things, you see it in the movie, and then you see the actors deal with it in real life, and you're like, how do they?
Yeah.
It's not easy because these, like some of the wise guys, would be like, hey, mate, like that's not right. That's not right. That's not right.
100%.
Mate.
And if you actually listen, because I've listened to a lot of these interviews, I love them all, Joe. But he says when they deal with these when they deal with these wise guys, it's intimidating, and they're looking at them, and then a lot of them think like, hey, you think you're a wise guy? I'll show you. You know what I mean? They don't realise like Joe Pesci's a nice guy, man. He's not really like that, and they want to fight him, So so it's really interesting. And as you said, like Scorsese and that, like they would get real life mobsters into their movies, you know what I mean? So they would all come and want to be part of it, So imagine trying to say no to these blokes.
I don't think you can.
It's all based off something, isn't it?
Yeah,
Well, it
that's
has
it.
to be.
Anyway, this is what we're here for. All right, so that was that start is really true. The wild world of Carlton. Here's the score. Everyone have a look at this score. 11-9-75, 11-13-79. There's a whole bunch of goals there. Mainly Kernay kicks 4. What do you say? No one really cares. No one really cares about the Collingwood goals, but they are the scores. Now, what do you say? What do you say? What do you say? What do you say? All right, before we go into the journal, which is what we've been looking forward to, I did a couple of graphs here. We've got a couple. Let's have a look at this first one. Now, I didn't go to the other one, but I did want to do this one here, right?
This one. You want to do this one?
No, that's it. That's right. That's the one. I want to do this one here, right? 40 disposals, 11 marks, 8 tackles, 4 goals, 16 scoring moments, 44 pressure acts. It wasn't what it was last week, and this is one of the reasons we lost. Now, this doesn't even show how bad they were. I don't care what anyone says. The 44 pressure acts, I reckon 32 of them were in the last 5 minutes, you know what I mean? Because it was
a dirty day.
Their goals were down. It was definitely a dirty day, and because of them, not because of them, but one of the reasons was getting the ball out of there. The other one, you brought this one up, so we'll just put these up there.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, so this is now these are really intriguing heat map, or 2 intriguing heat maps. So the heat map on the left is the one in the 3rd term for us, and then the one on the right-hand side is the one in the 4th term. So you can see where the majority of our play is being generated from. And look at that.
Yep.
Like, look at that third term. It is all wing.
And you know what they all are? They're all kick-outs.
They're all the kick-outs.
They're all kick-outs.
We could not penetrate them at all. It was like we almost didn't want to.
Yep.
They were scared.
It was like we didn't want. And then the
They just
moment
kept going safely to that. That's safe.
Yeah, but see, it's not safe. But it's not safe. It's not safe.
I think they perceive it safe.
You know what it is? It's the whole notion of that is that okay? Well, this is the last resort.
Yep.
Because I'm trusting the people up further afield
to either take
a mark, get it out, or create a stoppage.
Yeah.
I'd rather them fucking.
And then we back in our blokes at the stoppage to gain territory, and that is okay. That is fine.
When it works.
When it works. Not when you're being dominated aerially.
Far out. Bad. And look at the second one, then you saw the second one there.
Everything was generated through the middle because it had to be.
Yeah.
You had to go for it.
Yeah. And that's when we generated our goals.
The frustrating thing, this is what the frustrating thing for me is in this game, right? A number of things, numerous things that I've written down, but the first 10 minutes we looked pretty good. We settled, we looked well. Wiedering was marking and dominating. He was intercepting, doing what he had to do. We're moving the ball quickly. We looked dangerous, right?
Yep.
Then for some reason or another, look, Wiedering went off. There was a little bit of a lull. We reset and we responded.
100%.
We were in front at half time.
Happy, yeah.
And playing good football.
Yeah.
Hit them on the counter a few times. We took our opportunities.
Yep.
Fantastic. Great. Then for some reason or another, from the entire third quarter and then until halfway through the last, we just went and literally played teague ball.
No,
How many times did we get out the back?
That's a good way
Outnumbered out the back.
100
Outnumbered.
The pressure wasn't there. Hey, listen, let's review this. Let's relive.
Do we have to?
This Malakia. Let's go. This is what we're here for.
Yeah, cut them off! Cut them off!
Still has
every week! Garbage! Absolute garbage!
It still bears semblance today.
That's why we didn't change it. So did you do a journal?
Yeah, I actually did at the game, to be honest.
Oh, did you really? Yeah. Oh, no wonder he's got the headphones in there.
Nah,
so
it wasn't that, but I just listened to it, so...
All right, so
calm me down, but
this is raw.
Did one.
Let's do it.
All right.
Carlton versus Collingwood. 80k gorillas packed into the MCG.
Big at 80k, yeah.
Consolidation on last week's performance is key.
We need it.
And the umpire thumps it into the hallowed turf of the MCG. Cripps to Chera hit the ground running. Repeat entries, but no reward here. ... You know what happens next. Cripps and Adams go at it, and the cavalry arrives.
Good.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
You've seen it all year.
We're actually in that section there. No, that was good.
And here we go, the transition. Elliott opens the scoring 6-0.
Too easy.
The Calabrian to King Charles, DHL delivery, goes back and he'll drive it home. 6 plays 6.
And he did, man. I love his kicking lately.
Really, it was a really good mark by Kerno. Yeah. It was down low and hard too. So
yeah.
Durden receives and goes for home and he'll tumble it through.
Good goal.
That reminded me of like Brock McLean.
There was a Brock McLean one. It was
Richmond. It says tumbles it through just like Justin Akari on a fucking Saturday night, baby, on a dance floor. 12 plays 6. De Gully and the Austrian sausage go bang. Triple M saying Wiedering done for the day. Shoulder out. I'm done.
Didn't even know until quarter time. Someone sent me a message.
I thought it was dislocated.
Anyway.
Second quarter. Chera bang. Sard, what a kick. Carroll long ball. Well done, Dow. Strong tackle. Fuck me. You won't pay that up, will you? A tense game here. 32-all. Back to Revolver Ginnivan, you prick. Kerno, bang, 38. That was a snap.
Good snap. That was a good
Fucking hell, we're kicking for 50. I love them, Brooks hard, big time. Brother puts a jab stack for Sir Dougie Nichols. How are we up in this game? Bad kicking is bad football, pies.
We are.
Quarter 3. Let's see what minerals we have without Wiedering. He's over the top to fish.
The kick, yep.
Vomit.
Yep, no good.
Straight vomit.
No good. No
Yep,
good.
go down the other end. Yep, Lipinski. Yep, goal. 39 plays 38. How's that advantage, you green maggot?
Oh, they did that three or four times. Like, just...
In the back on Kerno, fuck off. Eat a dick, Mason Cox, you mutt. 39 all. He missed that right in front. So I was losing at this point. Yep, Fisher, awful kip. Yep, Lipinski again around the body. 45 plays 41. Walsh the Cripper. Cripper launches and misses.
Oh,
I know it's a tough shot, but yeah.
He got the first one.
You just got to kick that.
No, you do, man.
Tough. You got to kick those.
Kick the ball down. Side bottom again, free. Yep, out the back. Goes missing. And he'll miss it. Lets us off the hook. 46 plays 42. My check. Again, misses again. Very lucky we are here, Blue Boys. The handballing chains are beautiful here. Carroll falls short. I think it was a snap around the body.
Snap
47 plays
That would have been
43.
nice. That would have been nice for the confidence for the kid too.
Newman, bang, good tackle. And you can't keep kicking it down the fucking line. Yep, no one on side bottom again. Yep, goal again, 53, plays 43. Sausage, big mark. Oh, you dickhead. When he went to play on.
Played on. And you know what?
I know it was on.
Pardon me.
Drink.
Fair out. Got your plague.
Yeah.
He had to.
It was
a
there,
right
but
idea. He
fuck,
failed. He tripped.
yeah.
He tripped.
But you know what happened? Because I'm going,
Yeah, then you look away, then you see him and he's done for holding the ball.
What just happened, man? Oh, no.
Anyway.
Doherty drop chest mark. This has been absolutely shit. Another third quarter lost. Rocco would be pulling his hair out, or what he has left.
left of it.
From the beginning.
Quarter 4, got to change the route to goal. Teague ball right now. Marino Bros, head day.
Yeah.
Head day. 54, plays 49. Go Walsh, great tackle. Tyler Brown with a massive touch on Carroll's kick, and we were out.
Yeah.
Oh, the smother.
He got like he tipped his finger.
We're out,
but then
yeah.
That's where he's just got to have a little bit more awareness,
Poise,
Carroll,
yeah.
to
even just to give
step
a little
inside.
feint and
we
come
overused
back.
it in that passage of play, though. We were fucking around with it.
Goes down the other end, and Oklahoma State kicks a goal.
That was the problem,
60
man. They just
plays
went back
49. Is it Mason Cox or is it fucking Dean Cox out there today? Tyler Brown, massive goal, and that could be the ball game. 66 plays 49. It was a one out of like a stoppage.
It was out of a pack. Yeah, out of a pack.
Oh.
Yeah, he just threw it on his boot.
Pushing the back, Cripps. It was so I saw it. No one else fucking saw it. I lost it. So Cripps was going out. So he's coming up like maybe third man up out the back, like he's creeping, and Pendlebury was trailing him, and he went to go for the mark, and he pushed him straight in the back.
I actually did see that.
I fucking flipped my shit. I know you can't call everything, but that's why you got 3 umpires. Doesn't matter.
Anyway.
The game of his fucking life, this lanky prick Cox. Quaynor misses to the right, 67 plays 49.
They're still giving us a chance.
Game's finished. Oh, he's nowhere today. How's that 50? He moved on the mark, Pendlebury.
Yeah.
How is that not 50?
How's it not 50, sorry?
There are a few in the last quarter.
Like I think Cripps was on the mark, and he didn't step off his mark, but he went like that, and Pendlebury, he moved.
Because they paid
It's
other
50.
time.
Anyway, whatever.
Shouldn't be a rule.
Shouldn't be a rule, full stop.
About time through the middle. Kerno to Fisher. Fisher misses to the right. 67 plays 50.
That should have been a goal.
Why is that?
Well, with that
Why
one
is
there,
that
I talked this
action?
before.
Why
did he go around for?
You're 30 metres. No, but you're 30 metres out. And
I
he
know
poked.
you're trying to gain that
He
extra.
poked at it. You see it?
Kick through it.
It was
Anyway,
vergonya.
I'm critical, but anyway, that was
Great learning game today. A massive reality check. And that'll be the ball game. 73 plays 50. Let me just sit here in silence and see the light for the final 10 minutes. ... Kerno.
Goal. ...
Silvani misses.
Oh, yeah.
And that'll be it. That's the journal.
That's a journal, yeah. That would have been nice to finish it off, with a win.
It would have been
escape daylight.
But we
It
didn't
would have
deserve
been Ned Kelly 3.0 because Ned
Mate.
Kelly 2.0 was Nick Davis.
Nick Davis.
Yeah.
Against Geelong.
Yeah,
Rex
that's
Hunt.
it. Yeah, he would have stole it, and we would have. We would have stole the game. But to me, that was. I said this on fan cams and that, man. That was a disgrace. That was a disgrace. I don't care that they came back, and I was saying this before. People were going oh, we're 8-3 and that. You know what?
Well, we are. Yeah, I know.
But that's a discussion for next week. Yeah. Next week we've got the mid-season review.
Yeah.
That's when we discuss the 8-3 and where we are. Today we're discussing Collingwood, the only game. If Voss didn't go in there, right, and emphasise this, that was a disgrace. You had your chance. I don't care that Wiedering went off. I don't care because you didn't get beaten in the back. Yeah, you did a couple of times. But where we got beaten was, like, they might go, oh, we had more, like, clearance. We got beaten convincingly around the contest. Man, they ran away from us. And then in the forward line, we were a disgrace. That ball went out quicker than I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. That was a disgrace, but that was bad. And it was against Collingwood. We should have consolidated. Melbourne had bloody lost. We should have consolidated against a scumbag. We should have been up and ready. That should have been a win. Full stop. Full stop. That's all I want to hear, mate.
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree.
Was that my rant?
Yeah.
All day, we were just losing it over the way the ball was going in and the way it was coming out and the transition from them.
They sliced us
on
transition.
It felt like I was watching last year all over again. I was just watching. I'm like, what's going on here?
I don't understand how you
just stop.
You play Voss ball in the first 10 minutes.
And then they just...
Then for a little patch in the second.
Turned off.
And then you play Voss ball in the last 10 minutes because you have to.
But we nullified, like, Wiedering's, exclusion out of the game. I thought, fucking all right.
They did take 18 marks inside 50.
Yeah,
probably halves if he's there.
Yeah. But still, they didn't capitalise on the scoreboard when they needed to. And we were up at half time.
The game was there to be won. We were up at half time. We were up at half time.
The midfield and all that should have stopped those 18 entries. There should never have been that many entries and marks in the back. Yeah, once it's in there. Yeah, defensively, all right, you could say where they should never happen. We were killing them in the middle, mate. Like as far as getting the first.
We'd have a lot of the ball. It's
how we won clearances 33-28 and won centre clearances 13-9. So the one wood was. We were hitting the one wood well.
So if you take away those clearances, right? Forget about looking at stats and just watch the game as a dumbass alien, right? You'd go Collingwood smashed us.
Yeah. To the naked eye.
To the naked eye, that was a smash.
When they went forward with the ball, it looked more appealing than how we were trying to get out and the way we were going to go.
They played their way for longer than we played our way.
We played 20 minutes of football.
If that. And I will ask this question of the audience. If Wiedering was not in that team prior to Sunday, and we went in with the lineup that we went in after he went in, would you still expect the win? I would.
Yeah, same.
I would expect the win.
Yeah,
I would still
100%.
expect the win.
Yep.
Period. I still think that we don't deal with in-game injuries too well.
Yeah.
But we did.
We did.
That's the thing.
I said to him at half time.
We responded.
I was saying, when Wiedering went down, I'm like, all right, fuck, all right. You go, Wiedering goes down. But I had to look at their forward line. I'm like, looking at it, I'm like, all right, but they're not big.
No.
They're all those medium type players.
This is what I mean.
And we could cover them all. And the way we defend, like...
There's still a lot to work on with our defence.
Of course. Well, I've been saying this all year. We leak a lot. We leak a lot. I know it comes through the stop.
If you look at the teams in the top 8 at the moment, we have conceded the most amount of points.
We have. I think it's 8... What is it?
870 or 820.
I said this about 2-3 weeks ago. I looked at those North Melbourne Adelaide games and I still thought, all right, we beat them, but it's like you still let them kick 10, 12 goals. You know what I mean?
You know what it is? It's also a flow-on effect from the lines.
Yes.
And Pommy and I always talk about this. You got the 4 lines that you set up when you're trying to press the opposition and lock it in your forward half. When the small forwards are sagging off and not putting enough pressure on, it puts pressure on the next line. And then it puts pressure on the next line. And then Wiedering's not there to make sure that last line is properly set up as a leader. It's not an excuse.
It's just a wave.
But it all starts from the first line. And if that sags off, and it happened against Hawthorn, it happened against Port Adelaide. I don't know if this is the case, but I'd have to go back and watch a replay for 3rd or 4th time. But I just think that they were... Our small forwards and our forward half were too scared of Collingwood's transition. Yep. So what do you do to try to stop their transition if they're going to get the ball? You sag off a little bit. Yep. When the pressure's on, you got to be all in.
That's right.
You got to be all in.
Right.
And everyone has to be on that. If you watch the game again, right, and we were on level 4, and all day I was just seeing it. As soon as they got the kick from So one end to the other. As soon as they got the kick to the middle, mate, there was 2-on-1 every single time.
They
Every
switched
time.
it so well.
Side bottom held that width all day, and like a wingman would. He's a Rolls Royce at that position. Mate, no one paid respect to him.
They outnumbered us. They outnumbered us.
I mean, you got
forward of the ball on too many occasions.
Who's our wingers? O'Brien, Nunes, Cottrell, you say?
And
No
Carroll
one
was playing that role.
No one paid respect to him. No one.
Well, this is where I was saying too, and look, I mean, we don't have the vision or footage to absolutely nail this down, but it'd be interesting to see. I feel that our wingers were positionally ill-disciplined.
Yeah, inside.
I feel that they got sucked into, and this is, Pommy and I always go on about this, it's called the Pep vacuum, the Pep Guardiola vacuum. So if you're not winning the ball and you're not involved with the play, naturally your inclination is to get sucked in to the contest. Because it's like it's where your eyes orient you. It's where what you're looking at is what you're focusing on. And the hardest thing to do is keep your width when the play is 50, 60, 70 metres away.
Yep.
You've got to be positionally disciplined, and side bottom was that. Side bottom was named on the wing and stayed on the wing and continually got out when they switched.
He was experienced.
We could not get that width going.
We didn't try it.
Well,
we didn't look for the switch.
And if you I just keep harping on it. I don't think we know how to switch the ball good enough and quick enough.
This is also
we don't
a
work
case.
hard enough.
No.
But this is
Sydney we did, I think.
Yeah, but this is also a case
at times.
It's also a case of your wingers not being positionally disciplined enough.
Where are they?
If you get sucked into the contest too much, right? When you win the ball on the outside and you try to switch, by the time you get out there, opposition defence is set up again.
Yep.
That next line behind your attacking wingers has set up already. Yep. You know, and that's why when we were going for the switch, we were hemmed in and we're like, well, why is this not on?
Yeah.
Your wingers have got to be positionally sound. Yeah. And if that breaks down, you're not going to be able... Because I think the last couple of weeks, we've used the width of the ground really well.
The Sydney game, I thought we did.
Cottrell and O'Brien were really involved. And Sydney have got some... That McInerney's a gun winger.
100%.
Really good winger.
100%.
You know, I thought we played it really poor. Really poor on the weekend.
It just looked like last year. All we did was just keep bombing it out of our back line.
Pressure acts were down. Look, granted, it was 308 pressure acts to 249 in Collingwood's favour, but we did have more of the ball.
Yeah,
so that's obviously going to be, their tackles are going to be up too. But our tackles inside 50 were still there. The clearance numbers were still there. We had more inside 50s.
Yeah, we did have a lot of.
We had more inside 50s, but
how were we delivering it? On top of Kernow's head every single time.
But that's okay because he's always going to. But the ball came to ground,
and then they were doing nothing about it.
And it was just coming out like a pinball.
No one was around that.
But when we did lower our eyes,
look good
in that second and that last week.
I don't care. I know there was that passage of play where he probably should have gone for Fisher over the top if he had seen it, but he went to hit up Curnow with the low ball. I don't mind that.
But you got to
if you're going to turn the ball over, I don't care if you're trying to do that. Because that's, if you're going to kick it on his head, that's going to happen anyway.
Yep.
You give him a better chance of marking it if it's out in front. So, and Fisher had a bit of a dirty day. He wasn't as clean as he always is.
No, he wasn't clean. He should have. He should have at least kicked one goal. That one set shot should have been a goal.
Oh yeah, the one for 30. I mean,
it was just a frustrating game.
It was frustrating because you know how we've been playing all year. And I know it's going to come at times when you're going to have a lull game. It's going to happen.
Yeah, of course.
You're going to lose. You can't win every game, right? But the way we lost, it was frustrating because we got forced into playing the way we play this year because we were down by 20-odd points and with 10 minutes to go.
And when we did, we looked good.
Yeah, when we did, they looked like they were on the ropes.
And Vossi said
that's frustrating.
The way we played fueled their game. It played into their hands. And how many times did I say it in the stands? We're just playing into their hands.
100%.
You can't just
playing into their hands.
But you got Jeremy Howe, you got Jeremy Howe, and you got Darcy Moore. All they want is ball in the air,
100%.
ball in the air.
Howe did nothing.
Nah, but then he went off in the last quarter.
Did he?
Yeah, he went off.
He still
in the last.
didn't. Even before then, he did nothing.
Yeah, nah, he was intercepting.
Sauce negated him, mate. Sauce negated him.
Yeah, no, look.
Our Smalls was so disappointing.
No, the Smalls were very disappointing.
No influence until the last 15 minutes.
The pressure, and you could see when we were putting that pressure in the forward line, we were giving ourselves opportunities.
Look, well, that's what you're gonna do.
Granted, look, it's no excuse, obviously. Look, Owies, is he an amazing player? Probably not.
Nah, he's a job doer.
And Motlop's in his bloody third game and Burden's fucking played a handful of games. They're going to have lulls.
Yeah, of course.
They're going to have drop-offs.
Nah, you can't. They're not. They're fucking Eddie
They were
Betts
phenomenal last week.
They weren't prime
They were
Betts.
phenomenal last week. And the problem with players at that age and with that inexperience
they go
is
up and down.
that
bar that they set for themselves in the Sydney game,
high.
very hard to replicate it on a consistent basis at that age. No, it's no excuse.
Yep.
I thought we were poor. I thought we were really poor on Sunday. And I was
We
not
didn't
very
deserve
happy.
to win. We
And that
didn't.
third quarter,
When you need to take it
when
on.
the game was there to be won, when
All
we
right.
had the lead.
So there has to be a problem.
No,
There's gotta
I
be-
don't look at it into that way. Oh, because you play I don't think it's a third quarter plague. I just think it's a.
No, what I think is why do we keep coming out after half time and not bringing out what's going on there? There's something going on. It's the same thing that happens apart from who was it, Adelaide or
Adelaide? Oh, North Melbourne.
where we kicked 9 goals or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. Apart from that,
I know you got to do it, but
Sydney again.
Sydney every time we come out, people might
Port
go.
Adelaide. Port Adelaide, it happened.
Port Adelaide, it happened.
Every time we go into that break and we come out, we're not ready for the contest
I
again.
think Western Bulldogs. You know what? I think if it can get to a point where you focus on it too much
and it's in your
and
head
it affects you.
subconsciously. It's in your head.
You know.
But we can start games. It's a start. I've been looking at it. This is a start of the game
On the
now.
first 10 minutes, we couldn't
look
get
at-
reward for effort on the scoreboard.
The
It was
third-
going, how many inside 50s do we have? But I know it's like how it was going in wasn't great. But
The third term, the clearance battle really evened up.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
looked at the numbers. Their wingers got off the chain. Crisp had 133 metres gained. He had 10 touches. Side bottom had 8 touches.
well, mate, that
Their
was-
width was killing us. Their
Mate,
spread was
every
killing us.
Every time you knew that was
Played
going to
into their
happen,
hands,
though, mate.
played into
It
their
fell
hands.
down to the floor, and they were often gone by chain. I mean, you can't can we seriously can we talk about Dow? Seriously.
Well, to tell you the truth,
I don't want to pick our players.
No, you know what's funny?
Well,
One of our favourite fans, Robbie Cockerell, he sent a message saying, can we talk about Dow? And I said, listen, I'm
Did
going to
he?
bring it.
Yeah,
He did, and that's amazing that you said it, because I was going to bring it up and say, let's talk about Dow.
Hey, what did he bring?
Nothing.
I mean, he laid a few good tackles and that. And
Look, he was not the worst.
He wasn't the
He was
worst.
No, he's not the worst.
But if Kennedy's
But-
there,
but
what's his output?
You can now see why he was
doesn't
not
get
getting a
big.
game,
Yeah.
and why I kept saying he's not getting ahead. Voss uses the same 5 midfielders in that centre bounce rotation.
Yep.
He uses 5, and then he uses others around the ground.
Yep.
Throw him in.
There is no way, and Prommy and I said it on the Monday show last week, his kicking efficiency is the worst out of all those midfielders.
Yeah,
It was
100%.
nowhere. I don't think it was going.
And
to like
how about
50%.
his kicks?
Oh, but you know when he kicks, he doesn't kick with any conviction. There's
Yeah,
no
yeah.
penetration.
There's no
it's
boom.
just like a little. It's like a dab.
His
kick.
ball drop is.
No, something's wrong.
But you can't.
I don't want to slam him but he feels like he's out of his depth.
If you can't kick, why are you playing?
All we're doing is
You know.
we're just showing like what we saw. You know what I see at Dow is
That's what it is.
he comes in there. We give you opportunity, man. You put yourself
What's
on the
he,
big
60
stage,
games
and
now?
you're going to be,
Now,
and we're going to
He's
look
up
at
at
it.
60 games now.
60 games.
Now,
Yeah, I
this is
think
what
it's
I'm going to say,
experience.
right? Everyone's screaming for Dow to come in,
Yep.
right? There are only 2 inside midfield spots in that team.
Yep.
Kennedy occupies the last one.
Yep.
The other is either Cripps or
Hewitt,
Hewitt, depending on how they play it, whatever. I'm not too sure who. It's either Cripps or Hewitt who's the other inside mid. It's probably Cripps. Anyway. Do you really want Dow ahead of Kennedy?
No, you know that's the
No,
answer
but
to that.
I know, but I'm saying, but this is what I don't understand,
Yeah.
is that what are people watching at VFL level?
No, well,
It's
they're
a
not.
completely
They're,
different-
they're seeing
But
like
it's a
I
different
reckon
ball
most
game,
people see.
but it's a different
But they
ball
just
game.
look at the
100%,
stats.
but I reckon- I was going to say,
they look at
the numbers and they go, we
Numbers-
should be putting him
Numbers are false nowadays.
100%.
You can get 80 touches and still look like shit.
100%.
And his kick to handball ratio is tightened up. So he's handballing a lot more than
More
he's
than
kicking,
kicking.
and that's clearly a directive
Because he
saying.
can't fucking kick.
Well, that too, but they want the inside midfielders
Yeah.
to be feeding the ball out,
100%.
and that's what they want Dow to
But
be.
even his handballing yesterday at times, it's just like he can't
Well,
get
the way I see it, if you look at all our midfielders, our main
Ben, I'm
midfielders,
sorry, but I'll put a
you look
pen
at
through it.
Cripps
He's a pen.
and you say, what about Cripps? You say, oh, it's a contested bull, right? Then you look at Kennedy, he's another contested bull, can take a good mark.
And
you
he's
look
a good
at
kick.
Cher-
Good
and a
kick.
good kick. And you look at Chera and you go, he's classy.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Then you look at Hewitt, oh, he's another contested bull. You look at Walsh and say, wow. Walsh is
Whatever.
Superman.
Walsh is
Now
Walsh.
you look at Dow and you go, what? What are we going to elevate to say this is why we got him in there. There's nothing special about it.
He's penned.
Again, I don't want to be.
I know he's penned.
No,
That's it.
but
He's
it's
no more. He's penned. He's finished.
But it's a massive
done.
talking point within the content creators and within our membership and fan base.
Yeah. Now
that's why he's not getting a game.
Trade him.
That's why
I'm
he
sorry.
couldn't get ahead
Trade
of
him.
those
Trade him. I don't care. Come
No,
at me.
to
I
me,
don't
that's
care.
why they
Trade
gave
him.
him-
He's not good enough.
To me,
he's not good enough.
Strategy is they gave him a
He's
year.
not good enough.
Right?
He
They
had his
extended
shot.
his contract for a year, correct?
He had his shot.
It's all the
Yeah.
strategy to trade him. Because once you got him under contract,
if you can't,
you've got the ball in your court.
If you're in a grand final or in a final and the game is up for grabs on the line, are you trusting him to be in your midfield?
No.
And that was basically like a grand final atmosphere. Let's just say
100%.
what,
That's as
80k people, both teams
That's
going
as close
into
to the
form.
final as you're going to get.
Mate, and you know, intensity up. I know we played like shit, doesn't matter. But when the game was there, he wasn't there. And he always looks gassed.
Yeah.
He looks gassed.
He looked.
I saw a couple of times when he was chasing. I'm like,
And
tired.
remember too, he's a number 3 pick.
He is.
Unfortunately,
Trade him.
that's where
Trade
he was
him.
picked.
Done.
And unfortunately, that lives with you forever now. Like if he was a pick 70, you'd go, oh, whatever, you know, we didn't know what he was going to be like. But
Well,
he's a
you're probably
pick
getting
3,
the
mate.
value you're getting
Well,
out
I think,
of him.
and you know what the thing is now is that he's at a stage where.
What is he, 24?
And Voss alluded to it in his press conference.
Yeah.
He said, you know, yeah, he was okay. We told him.
Did you
know,
see his face when they asked him about it? There was something that...
we don't. You know what? It was almost like, I'm not saying that this was Voss, but it was almost like a, I told you so.
Yeah.
I've been saying it with my
And then he
team
goes,
selection.
oh, look, he wasn't the worst. He's trying to make
Yes,
it better.
and he also said that Paddy would have probably wanted more from out of his own game.
In other words, he's saying, I wanted more out of your game, yeah.
Of course, naturally, of course he did. But at the end of the day, Voss he's made the right call 8 out of 11 times.
Yeah. 100%.
It's not. Well, how many times has our midfield been beaten?
Well,
It's the bookend.
Well, it wasn't beaten on the weekend.
No, it wasn't even beaten there.
It wasn't
beaten on the outside.
And I don't expect it to get beat by many teams. Maybe the Bulldogs, and we beat them at their own game.
Correct.
You know what I mean? It's just he's
the
not good
bookends.
enough.
He's
Simply he's not good enough, and that's
That's
the
the
harsh
reality.
reality. Is that you're not good enough. Not everyone can be fucking
And
Walsh.
unfortunately,
or,
with a loss and
that's how
these
it
things
is.
get highlighted.
Maybe he will explode and become.
Maybe
the
I
player
hope so.
he's-
I hope he eats.
Maybe
I
I
hope I eat my humble pie and he
Maybe
becomes
I
a gun.
will too.
But-
you know what I mean? Like,
I know.
I thought
maybe maybe I will become a wordsmith.
All you can do is judge.
What we saw, what we
the eye
saw.
test. That's the eye test.
And if Kennedy's ready, like they were going, I heard some people say, but we shouldn't be dropping him straight away. But if Kennedy is ready, which he is, he comes back in, right?
Straight in.
And then
Straight in.
You keep Dow in for who?
No one.
No one.
He comes
But
right back out.
But there's no. But there's
Because
no. He's taken the
one
inside mid
position,
role.
that's
There's no.
right.
There is no
It's a
other
straight
role.
swap.
There is no other
swap.
role for him
No,
in that
unless
team.
he reinvents himself.
What was he drafted as?
Midfielder.
Thank you. There you go. That's it.
But
Enough
there's no-
said.
but
Enough
it's
said. Enough said.
Voss has always said defined roles.
That's it.
Yeah, 100%.
If this is your role,
Just play.
and there's someone else above you that's playing better than you, you're not getting a game. And
100%.
people go, oh, selection integrity. He had to get a game. He was getting 30. No, he didn't.
No, that's right.
Selection integrity is picking the right person for the role every week.
He actually did it with Martin this week because he didn't play
Didn't
Martin.
play Martin. We'll get to
No, I
that
was surprised.
in the reserve. But yeah,
I want to.
I was surprised he didn't play.
Yeah, you were.
No,
surprised.
I would have
I
liked
would've
him in
played him.
personally.
I would've played him.
I thought he needed a little bit in the air,
yeah.
a little bit of a
Yeah, but he's
little
got
bit of finishing
X-factor.
power.
He's got X factor.
But
Thought he
in a
would've been
way, I'm
perfect for
happy
that game.
because really, has he earned his spot back in? Because he wasn't even that good when he was there. So
Well, he's Motlop and Durden are keeping him out, and they prefer to go the small, high pressure.
maybe
Well,
maybe in
because it's
2
worked
weeks'
the
time.
past 2 games,
Maybe,
so,
I don't know.
yeah.
We'll talk about him
I
in
thought I don't like bashing like Carroll. I thought you know
He's
He's
mate,
still way off
people
the pace.
bashing him, and I'm like, fuck, you can't bash him.
You can't
blame
you
him.
can't.
I thought the game was a bit fast
Fast
for
for
him
him,
yesterday. I thought
He got found out a little
That's
bit.
all right. I know he got tackled
Deer in
by
the headlights,
Noble and
deer in the
that,
headlights,
but he'll
yeah.
learn from that.
100%.
But he's got something about him. There's definitely something there. You can definitely see it with him. I'm not. There's something
He's a
there.
third
In
round
actual
pick,
fact,
so-
But I'm serious. I reckon there's something there to be
100%.
next maybe
He's
bona
got to
fide
put on a bit of
22.
size. The kid,
Yeah.
man, he's got to get some more
He's 19
game.
years old.
Yeah, far out.
But
I thought he was.
I
alright.
No
actually,
excuse, but yeah, that's a fair point.
I actually don't like that he was emergency because they've dropped him last week because he wasn't playing like not Look, he deserved to be put back.
Medical sub.
Yeah, he was deserved to put back because go back to the reserve. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
So why are you putting him medical sub?
I think because he can play multiple
roles.
He can play mid.
Can't play defender.
Well,
Defensive.
I know in
You know what I
hindsight
mean.
it looks, we should have played Kemp, but how do you know that?
Listen, we're all generals after the thing.
Oh, exactly.
You don't know he's going to go down, man.
We're all
like,
billionaires.
People going, but it is a valid point because Kemp was a medical sub last week, but maybe because it's stylistically matchup,
Mate, I just think if you're getting dropped and put into reserves because you need to spell on the reserves,
100%.
go to the reserves
I agree.
and give someone else a chance for medical.
It was
sub.
the whole. I think the whole game was just we zigged when we should have zagged.
Shit.
Positive note though, I want to go on to a couple of players.
Okay, all right. Positive notes.
Maybe.
Trio.
No, what do you want to go first?
Okay.
Well, I've got three: Chera, Sard, and Wiedering.
All right, we'll start with Chera and Sard.
All right, done.
because then we've got some highlights of Wiedering.
That is Sard's, definitely, and I'll leave my humble pie on this because I was saying that I think he's overrated and he's overpaid.
We've
now,
said that.
I think he was. Last year wasn't. I know because of the system. Well, there was no system.
Yeah.
But the way he was playing was, he wasn't playing to what he is meant to be.
Yeah,
this
correct.
year, mate, yesterday,
He was insane. He's marking everything.
Was it that second quarter where he was absolutely extreme, and then in
best
the last
game I've seen him. That's his best game for Carlton.
I was surprised with his marks,
We
man. Like
need
how
we need to have specific ball users that are
Him.
targeted.
Him.
He's the man. When
100%.
he gets the ball, things happen. Because you have to move when
He's
he's
a
got
live
it.
wire.
He's
always like on the move.
He gets
and the opposition are shitting them.
He gets the spark and goes.
There was one play, I think it was in our back line. It was in the back pocket. I think it was the third quarter.
And he was under the pump.
He was under the pump, but he still found a way to get out. And he's got vision, which is he's definitely got vision.
What a
and he's
kick
got
he's
the
got.
kick.
Oh.
He's got the kick. He's got the pace to get out of trouble. He's
And
got
the
it all.
one-on-one with Ginnivan, mate, that kid, he thinks he's a millionaire. I know, he's a kid and whatever.
he's
and,
he got
taught a lesson.
flamboyant
He
and
got
that.
taught a lesson
But,
on the weekend. It's
yeah,
okay.
he
It's all right.
but when he got outmarked, if you go back and watch it, I was looking at Ginnivan and he was having a go at his teammate up the ground. But he was being a weak prick. Anyway, they won the game, whatever.
Yeah.
But also, Chera's best game I've ever seen him play as well.
And isn't that the frustrating thing? Chera and Sard play the game.
But all our top liners,
and we still
our
lose.
top liners actually played good football.
So that tells me that I think
Hewitt
I
played
think defensively we were
Chera,
just poor.
Walsh.
Fucking Walsh was all day.
Yeah.
Defensively and the
defensive
bookend and the
correct.
front half, the people in the front half just didn't contribute.
The middle
enough.
did.
They did it.
I think
and
the
they
middle
didn't do
did
their
their
work,
job.
and it's frustrating. It is frustrating. Actually, when you watch the Harms interview, he talks about this, where he says, I'll give you a bit of insight. He says that they used to get frustrated as defenders and like midfielders when they used to deliver that ball and the ball used to come straight back out. They used to be salty on it because they said we did all the work and you didn't do your work.
Exactly. To keep it
And
in
that's
there.
what happened. It was almost like we were doing the work, we just weren't finishing it
It's
off.
like a car. You got four wheels, you got door, you got an engine, but the engine ain't working.
Well, what is Pep Guardiola says?
Well,
He
there's
goes,
no petrol
"It's
in the
m-
car."
It's my job to get you
Set
into
you
the
up.
front third.
That's right. It's
To
your
get-
job to
it's
finish.
your job to finish it.
That's right.
And and the same can be said for defenders and midfielders.
100%.
It's our job to get it into the front third. We've got to finish the work.
Now, I want to highlight this play from Jacob.
All right, so what we'll do
This is just drink.
That's
drink.
fine, have
What we're
four.
going to do first is let's have a look at the incident first. So let's have a look at this. Look at this. And I think we got a bit of a slow motion.
It got him right on the pointer there.
All right, so we saw that, everyone, and everyone's seen the incident over
That's
and over there. He went in, and everyone can say, like he went in, it was unlucky. But this is why we're saying, and I know you love him more than everyone else, he could be one of the greatest defenders since Bruce Dahl, right? I'm telling you now.
I told
and
you.
this next...
I did say last week that he
Yeah.
could be better than. I hate to say it because we all love him, but he could be better than Sauce
All right, let's
at
put,
the end of his career.
let's put it
I'm
this
just-
way. Let's put it this way. He's got the attributes to do it.
100%.
Right? And now everyone watch this.
Can't fuck.
He's done
One
the injury.
arm,
Look
bro.
at this. One arm.
Get me off. It's a lead. That's a true leader.
It's a leader.
I mean, like your arms fucking. He doesn't know what's going on there. He knows it's out. Everything's gone. But just to add a little bit of pressure, it's perceived pressure at the end of the day. I don't know. I think it was Lipinski on the floor.
Yeah, I think it might have been.
And you can just hear footsteps, or you can hear maybe Wiedering. He's behind you, like that. Doesn't matter. He's still there. He's got his arm. Most players would have gone off. They would have been on the floor.
Would have been crying.
They would have been like that. The trainer would have been when this bloke goes back into them. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with him? But mate,
I don't know if everyone's seen that.
That's tough, man. That's
pick up,
tough. That is tough. I'm telling you, it's tough. There's not a lot of people. Luke Hodge would do that.
Yep.
That's
Michael Voss would do that.
Michael Voss would do that.
And that's I think that's a Michael Voss influence right there. That is Michael Voss influence.
I hate to say it, I don't even. I love Cripps and that. I don't even know if they would do it. I'm telling you, that's elite. That you're down.
You underestimate
He's
that.
thinking about.
Oh yeah, it's only a shoulder, man. That shit hurts, man. I broke my finger playing indoor soccer. I still played. I'm not bigging up myself. I played the next. I played another game after. The finger was like that.
Yeah.
I can't bend it. It's fucked, right? But I played. Mate, it hurts, man. I just hurt my finger. Man, this bloke's it's fucking shoulders out, man. That's a true leader. And you got leaders all over the pitch, but mate, seriously.
No, and if you see him running off, you could see the pain in his face as he's running.
I reckon he's just more frustrated with him not being able to be back out there.
He'd be spewing.
I reckon he would have been just jabbed me up and let me go back out, but extent of the injury and.
Listen, man, that's extreme, and we're lucky to have him. And this is why I've said prior, I would put after Cripps, I would put Wiedering as captain. He's just a machine, mate. To do that, and those first 5 minutes, he took like big, strong marks, and he defended. And I said to Dylan, he's best on ground so far. And then I said, Sar's best on ground so far. Yeah. I'm telling you, the bloke's a machine. And after seeing that, I love him more.
Yeah. He stays on, do we win? Probably.
Maybe. You don't know, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we lost. Yeah. Fuck, what can you do?
No, we lost. I'll take my medicine, but we're still all a bunch of dogs.
Hey,
listen, let's have a look at 3 incidences here, and we could talk about it. We've seen it a million times, but let's relive the last minute. Watch this bit.
Do we have to?
No, well, watch this first bit. Tell me this.
I know.
Look at this.
There. I know.
Wait.
I know. Do you want to circle it again?
Yep, 3 times.
One more.
God.
All right. Yeah, okay. So let's talk about that first incident, and everyone's got their say in it. What do you reckon?
You go.
Oh, look, mate, when the adrenaline's rushing, you don't know how long's left. You've got your ears pinned back. You're running at 1,000,000 miles an hour.
I don't blame. I don't blame him for going where he went. I said it to the boys before the show. I'm like, Dusty, what do you want him to do? Kick it to him? He'll kick the goal. The goalie in that situation would have gone for goal. Cripps would have done the same. He would have done the same.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know how much time.
That's right.
Yeah, the one thing, the positive out of that is that he was 100% committed to what he wanted to do.
100%. Right. And look, at the end of the day, of course, when we look back, we go, he was free. Mullo's called him. Yeah, it would have been nice for him to see him in the side of his vision there, and then give it to him, and then give Motlop a thing. And when you look back at it, you go, we missed a chance.
I'm sure he's burning.
He probably didn't see him with Noble coming up, because Walsh is the type of player to always hand off.
Well, if you look at his eyes, they never darted. He had one objective, and that was goals.
Why were the forwards all running
that way,
the other way?
Listen, don't start on the floor.
But anyway, I'm sure he'll be burning. They'll go look at that in the review. He'll learn from it, and now that opens up his vision. I'll have a little
Walsh. You think we're salty about missing that? Walsh is like burning for that, man. Probably. He'd be looking at that going, I missed the top. He'd be blaming. I'm telling you now, he'll be blaming himself for losing that game now.
He probably will.
As well as Jack.
Well, let's have a look at this next one.
More torture.
Let's go through the torture, man. It's good.
I like it.
How did that not go through? Didn't get the curl, did he? Could he have given hands to someone? Was anyone there?
I don't think. I think he did the right thing.
You got to have the shot. Yeah, you have to have the shot there.
Nah, there's no one there. Who's he going to give it to? This player?
You have to have the shot. No, you got to have the shot.
He did the right thing, and he would have stole her from her. But look, that was another opportunity. And when I got up, because we were kind of sitting behind the goal, so I got up to have a look, and then for a split second. I knew it missed,
I knew it
but for a
wasn't
split second, I was hoping that
I
the umpire moves back to the middle of the
Those
goal.
those last 4 goals, I didn't move out of my chair. I was a statue.
That's the only time I got up.
I felt time stop when that ball was in the air.
I was watching it.
And
I was like, I had my beanie over my
But
head.
it shouldn't have been in that situation.
Nah,
Ren.
that's
We
true.
should never be there.
Should never have been in that
So-
situation
All right,
against that
let's
mob.
watch this last one.
Here we go.
What's
watch
this?
the last one.
Aunt John's.
Oh,
God.
yeah, well, yeah, look,
Yeah.
We'll look at it again. Watch
Yeah,
this.
okay, yeah. Look.
They show a slow motion of it again. Watch this. So definitely
You got
got
hit
him
on
on.
It's a free kick. It's a free kick.
You can see it over the shoulder there.
3 times. The umpire's not going to call that. They don't have the balls to call that.
Look, if that's called, that's not called. Like, it's a 50-50. Like, who knows?
It is a free kick, but I mean, whatever.
To the letter of the law, it
How
is.
many
but-
are not given? How many are given?
Yeah,
It's just,
you
know,
can't,
whatever.
and people that will blame that on an umpire, mate, you're
I think
deluded.
Ross said it too. We should never be in that
That's right.
situation. I don't know
And
if
you
he
should
said that
never
exactly.
be. I always say this, and when I even play futsal, you should never give the umpire, like, you shouldn't rely on the umpires to win the game.
Yeah, correct.
You should be winning it off your own boot.
Of course, and
So-
we can talk about something else in AFL. Talk about that too later.
Yep.
But yeah. So look, I just
Frustrating.
wanted to highlight it was that last minute
Tense.
was a very tense. That the crowd was up. It was
The crowd was
finals
loud all
experience.
night, all day, night.
Oh,
so-
you know what spun me out?
Yeah.
The booing of the Collingwood players.
Yeah, when they come out, it was loud.
Wasn't
When
it?
they came out, yeah.
We were loud, I feel. I felt sorry.
We were louder.
We were louder.
We were louder. I spun out at
told
how
you,
loud
man.
they were. No, I still don't do it. That
Yeah,
was,
but it's good. It sounded good. Don't give me this.
sounded good, but it
sounded good.
should have been 50.
You would have fucking done it because
I
it's
didn't do it.
Collingwood.
I didn't do it.
Ah, piss off.
I didn't
You
do it.
would have gone, you fucking dog, piss off like that.
Yeah, I would have done that, but I would have booed. But
I was doing the
what were you doing?
that like on the highlights club, and we lost.
Sorry, headphone users.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
that was funny.
I don't know. I had. I just wanted to do before
go.
we get
Yeah,
into
go.
the votes. I know we're going to do this in the mid-season review, but it's just a real short, sharp thing. I just said halfway points analysis.
Yep.
Halfway points, and I did half full, half empty.
All right.
Half full. Finals top 4 is
good,
on the cards. An identifiable brand, clearly. Emergence of young talent.
Yep.
Improvement in key metrics and resilience.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Yeah.
As I said, next. Oh, go to you.
Oh, no, go.
I was going to say, when we review next week, when we review the halfway point, I'm stoked at where we're at.
Yeah. Of course,
I
yeah.
am
Well, I
stoked.
didn't expect
But
to
the
say. You have
goalposts
to be
moved.
happy. Yeah,
And that's why we're upset with this week.
Exactly. And it's good that we're
So
upset.
what do you do?
We should
Do
be
you
fucking salty with this?
Expect more.
But it's
now.
the type of resolution you take. Do you zoom right in on this game? Or do you zoom out and take the bigger picture?
No,
what do you do?
No, well, I zoom in
And then
and
zoom
then I
out.
zoom back
Okay,
out.
okay.
Like I zoom in, I would
review
hope
it.
that
You review it and then you throw it out
Of
next
course,
week.
you
That's
move
it.
on, then you have to.
But you keep it with you a little
Oh,
bit.
that's a bit for her, mate. It has to
That
hurt.
would
That's it, and it would sting
I
them
reckon
as
it
well.
hurts.
But they walked off the ground with their heads
Held
up.
tight, yeah.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. It was a. You know what it was? It was a loss that was like, we're better than that.
We should have
We
done
know we're better than that.
Why do we put ourselves in that
You got
shit
margin,
position?
exactly.
That's
exactly.
what I reckon.
And they know that they're better than that. The half-empty glass at the halfway point, injuries.
Yeah,
Yes.
and to key pillars.
Injuries.
It takes its toll.
Layers are just not there yet.
Not
Got
yet.
that contested brand, like really sort of nailed down.
Yeah.
That's a staple that we know we're going to get week in and week out.
building,
It's just the layers there, the defensive transition, stopping being outnumbered
On the
inside our
outside,
defensive
yeah.
50. And the other one, the half empty, is Dow potentially trade bait.
Yeah.
Potentially.
No,
he's gone.
straight on, mate.
So that was my
On
half
his
empty
table.
look.
He's on our table, mate. Yeah.
Anyway,
I'll trade him.
Richmond should.
That's what I had.
They got his brother. Take him to me.
That's what I had. So
No, that's good, and it's true. It's true, man. Like there is a half full up, and as I said, we'll deal with that next week. But look,
you've got to, as much as you're peeved and you're angry and you say, you got to be negative and we're no good, but you've just got to look back and say, okay, why did this happen?
100%.
Yeah,
I just think we were our own worst enemy on the weekend.
Yeah.
100%.
What do I
all on
say?
ourselves.
I'm not scared of the other teams. I'm scared of Carlton.
Yeah.
They were fearful of us coming into the weekend.
scared of
They
Carlton.
were the scared ones,
I know.
not us.
I know.
I'm scared
Not
of what
us.
Carlton you're going to get.
I know.
And in the quarters, what Carlton I'm going to get.
I know.
But
And
it's
we're
all right.
still
It'll-
scared of that. Like, it's got better this year.
Definitely.
I'm a lot more confident this year, but you still got that beaten dog syndrome.
when
You know,
you know what it is?
A little bit.
When we get going, it's hard to stop.
Yeah.
And you know we're gonna punish the team, and we've done it like majority
look,
of the year.
in the future, we're going to be a scary team.
Yeah,
We're gonna
maybe
be a
another,
scary team.
maybe the end of the
I think
year.
we are a bit.
Huh?
They were shitting themselves coming into this game.
Maybe the end of
We're
the
going to be
year.
a real scary
Like
team.
hardened.
Wait till we get that confidence, that hardened, that experience. Like each game,
It's
in a
getting
way,
there.
we look back, get me wrong, I don't
Oh,
wanna
yeah, it's
lose this,
building.
but
It's building.
this is good.
This is the
It's
start.
not good, but it's good. If
I
we
think we're
use
at the
this,
midway point,
if
because,
we use this as a
all
learning
the
curve,
things we've got so far, all the players we recruited and that, so we're now. It's now. This is the time. This is the now.
Yeah. Yep,
Live
yep,
it. They got to live in the moment and fucking take it.
100%.
You
Now
can't
we
take
just-
winning for granted.
No.
Because as you saw
Winning
on the
is a
and,
weekend,
and it can all go to shit just like that,
That's
mate.
right.
Winning is a habit. Now we just got to back in the coaches, back in the players.
That's right.
To get it done
We
on,
back
in the
in.
reserve tank, mate. We're
Reserves tank, let's go. We're going to be talking about mid-season, all that, so we'll talk about that. Let's go straight into these, because there were some good players. Let's go into the votes.
there were
All right.
some good players.
Whoever wants to go first. I'll go first
Go,
then.
Rocco.
I gave Walsh, naturally. Well, not naturally, but
right.
Walsh, I think, was great all day. I gave Sard. I loved his work. 4. Chera, I gave 3. Hewitt, 2. And I gave 1. I think Curnow worked hard to get his 4 goals.
Yep,
and
fair
deserved
enough.
it, but there could have
Fair
been
enough.
a million
Yep.
ones.
5 to Sard, 4 to Chera, 3 to Walsh, 2 to Hewitt, 1 to Doherty.
Yeah, so Doherty missed out again, and he had a really good game.
those top 3 players, you could have put him in any
So
order.
you
It
could
didn't
have
really matter.
raffled them off for the 5-4-3.
I was gonna go this man. No, well, the other that I'll put second, but I went 5 to Walsh because I thought he set up the game in that
Yep,
in the
fair
first
enough.
quarter. And a
Fair
half.
enough.
9 or 11 or
He was
possession.
on fire.
Fair enough.
Then I called for this man to step up
And he
because
has.
his past couple of games were a bit
Yep.
And Chera, he'll get the 4. I thought that was the
100%.
best game for the club and probably nearly of his career because he
It
was
is. I think
damaging. He
for
was,
Carlton, it was.
No, but I've watched him at Freo and like I've seen, but he was really
he was
damaging
good.
yesterday. So 3 to Sard, he was awesome
Yep.
yesterday, electrifying. 2 to Hewitt and 1 to Doherty.
There you go, same.
I mean,
right.
take your pick for 1. to be
Yeah,
honest.
so that's
But,
good. That's good.
Yep.
Leaderboard?
All right, so now we've got a leaderboard. Let's have a look at this leaderboard. And as you can see, we have got Cripps started so well. He's still on top, but look at Walsh.
Making his move.
The last 3 games have
can't
been
stop
electric for him, man. I'm telling you, man, I reckon he's a competitive beast, mate. He doesn't want to lose
I
this.
reckon Sard would be creeping his way up closer to
Well,
no, he's not.
look, Hewitt's
not
60.
there,
He's always
I think
Curnow's
it's
right
like
up
a
there.
clump of 40s.
Yeah,
and
probably.
Yeah, Doherty. And then if we look, behind that, Sard's very close to
Yep.
that 5th spot, and that
Yep.
he'll be another couple of
He's been
games.
very good.
And that's it, man. So there it
Can't
is.
argue with that.
All right.
There we go.
Usually we go to next week, but Carlton has a bye next week.
do have a
But what we're going to do is, we're going to do next week. We got the
Mid-season
the
review.
mid-season review. Do we tell them who's on?
I think we could tell who's on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They
go
know.
for it. Yeah.
Has to be only the best analyst. Bucky. Bucky's coming
Does
on.
he bring eggs?
He-
Yeah. Will he bring
We'll
eggs?
ask him to bring eggs. And his turtle.
Turtle. What's
Bring
his
the
name?
turtle.
Constantine or Constantinople?
No, I think it's
I
Constantine.
think it was Constantine, yeah. No, so we got Bucky. He's the best analyst. We'll get him to, and he was, if you look at his thing, he was salty.
Today, it was an 11-minute
Mate,
video.
Look, he's
Yeah.
from my era, man. And
old
Collingwood is like,
no,
it's just, you just can't, I'm telling you, I fucking hate that team, mate. I was saying, mate, like when I was a kid, the hatred comes deep, man. I used to go as an 11, 10-year-old. I started going to the footy on my own, I think, at about 9 or 10. Me and my mate used to go down. We used to catch a train and I got my first job ever there. We walked into the MCG. Some bloke walks up to us and goes, "You want to sell pies?" So he gave us
down
the thing.
aisles.
Oh, yeah.
You've gone down aisles,
Nah,
up and
my
down.
mate, he was an entrepreneur. He was selling pies. Me, right?
You was-
I walked straight to the AFL section, right? The members, sat down, watched the game, ate about five pies, went back, owed him $10. That's how bad it was, yeah. So that was it. So, yeah. So I used to go, and this is fair income, I used to go with my backpack, and I used to have a baton in there.
You used to have a baton?
Yeah.
What, when you went to
Collingwood? Where'd
Collingwood?
you go?
To Vic
To
Park.
Vic Park. You used to have a baton.
Vic Park, Windy Hill, and Moorabbin. I'm telling you, man, I didn't even used to catch a train from Vic Park. There's no way I'm going.
Oh,
there.
you just would walk?
No, I would walk to another station. We would walk all the way to Clifton Hill or something and catch it from there, you know. But there was no like PSOs or nothing there.
Nah, man. You were your own PSO with a baton.
I'm telling you, the hate, and they used to literally, I'm telling you, used to stand there. Well, I never used to wear my gear.
Yeah. Nah, you would have got hurled abuse.
They used to know about because you used to cheer and they used to spit at you.
Yeah.
Like animals, you know. I'm telling you, mate. The hatred is there, and you know, and then from all those finals, like winning and that, I'm telling you, the hatred is huge for me for Collingwood. They can all go and get stuff, and all the people that message me and they go and get stuff.
They've
mate.
come out of the woodworks.
They've all come out of the woodworks, but no worries, man.
Can't see you
I'll
down
take
there.
it.
It's all right. I
I'll
can
take
finally
it.
say that. Far out.
Take it. Hey, listen, let's have a look at one of the true gangsters of life.
True gangsters of life.
In the beginning, it was a lot. What most people don't realize is we had the luxury of sitting around. It was myself, Martin Scorsese, Pesci, De Niro, and Lorraine. And no, I think it was just me, Bob, and Joe. And Joe told a story about a time that he was in a restaurant and he said to some guy, well, that's really funny. And that guy just flipped and turned on him. But these were like real deal people. So Joe was telling that story, and Marty, being as creative as he is, he said, you know what? This would be a great place to put it where it turned out to be. Because normally the guy came up and said, you haven't paid your bill or anything. And he hits him on the head with so we improv that like 4 or 5 times, and then we put it to stone. But it was an improv scene of a story that Joe told. So there's a little fun fact that a lot of people don't know.
There you go, mate. The story of our... What do you mean I'm funny? Funny how? Yeah. So it really happened to Joe, you know. I think people would know that story, but it really did happen to him, man, when he was a waiter by real gangsters, and they end up using it in the movie, you know. So imagine that. Imagine sitting there as a young kid and you're serving these blokes, and then this bloke gets serious like a Joe Pesci to you, man. You say, "Cuck it up and go on, mate." So there you go. Hey, everyone stay tuned for later because I've got another one, and this is a real special interview. You're going to like this last one, man. So, all right, let's go to, we've got to see what we got there in the juniors. This one here.
Bang, the rear of the reserves.
That's
We're
you,
back.
man.
We're back with a vengeance. The Northern Blues, the Northern Bull Ants, who we played against on the weekend. So a bit of a rivalry there. Obviously, we still had our ties with the club, but good performance by the boys. They were down for the majority of the match, but they kicked hard late in the game. So, and mate, Northern Bull Ants at Preston City Oval. Look, they can pull out a performance, and let's not forget, they did beat us there last year. Yep. And I was ropeable with the performance.
I remember that. Yeah.
I was, mate, we were there.
Yeah,
remember we were there. We were at the ground. So
I was hammering Stanton.
You were. Where is he now? 13-15-93 to 13-6-84. From a Carlton listed perspective, Sam Philp had a good game. Kicked 3 goals, had about 18 touches as well. So
that's good. That's good.
He's done a few good performances.
That's good.
Yeah, if they look, he was close to getting a game early in the year.
Yeah.
But then he hurt himself. He had the ribs.
Standard.
Or he got hit in a Richmond game in a practice VFL practice game. Pardon me. And he just had a few niggling injuries, but he's been playing well in the reserves. Will Setterfield again, 26 touches. Look, I reckon they might have pulled the wrong rein, not bringing him in over Dow. Yeah.
Or even have him as the emergency sub.
Potentially, yeah. They might have pulled the wrong rein there. Tom Williamson's plugging away. He's playing not too bad. Interesting to
Where's
see
he
that
playing?
Yeah, he came. He kicked
See,
the
he's
goal at
another one
25
where-
touches.
Disappointing.
Yeah, he
that
was. He
can't be in
started
the
his.
team.
Remember, he started his season like a house on fire.
Yeah.
Real
Disappointing
tough,
that he can't
mongrel
get in.
type player. So look, I think he's been shifted up to a wing by the looks of it because the half-back roles have obviously been filled. Clearly. And yeah, Brodie Kemp as well. He had the 19 touches, 4 marks too. So he's another one that'll he'll probably have to come in. I would say he's definitely going to come in for Wiedering. I would have thought. That's the likely replacement for him, and it's going to have to be Kemp and Young against Essendon. You know, and Young can move to Peter Wright. They're pretty much similar heights.
Well, Voss did mention that Marchbank. Well, I don't think he might be ready then, but at least his injury didn't seem as bad as everyone thought.
Yeah, no, exactly right. And I think with Marchbank too, he missed. Obviously, he didn't play this week because of he copped a little bit of a knock, so they didn't bother risking him. He's got a week off again this week. The VFL boys have got to buy.
So do you play him like straight away?
I've got a feel. I think this week they're going to have a practice game. Don't hold me to that, but they
Scratch
usually
match.
do like a little private scratch match or something. I think they will play him.
Oh God!
I've got an inkling they're going to play him.
I would. Kemp's there, you know.
Kemp's there.
You don't really have to.
Personally, I would prefer him to have VFL for another week or two.
Couple of sides.
Give him that block of hard work.
Because how long did he play in that game before he got?
He played 3 quarters. In the game against that, he copped the knock on Sandring. I think he played like a half.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. He hasn't played out a full game yet.
Look, I will say Kemp has had the body of work that he's got. He's got continuity of game time in there.
I think you got to reward Kemp. Yeah, he was a sub a couple times.
Yeah, and he was all right against the Giants. Worked into the game.
I don't think it was too bad.
The Giants.
Yeah,
so the conservative approach would be to go with Kemp because he's the one who's up and about. But if they wanted to go with the more talented player, obviously Marchbank is probably the one. Jack Martin was okay, 17 touches, no goals, didn't hit the scoreboard. He set up a few. But
pressure, tackles, that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, but he's that link-up
what were his
player.
tackle numbers? He had 3 tackles.
He's that link-up player. I'll look for goal assists from him. Because he's that, like, he's kind of like that Chera. You want him last kick into the forward line.
I think with him, is a small suburban ground his go.
Not really.
No.
I mean, like, you can't.
He wants
really
the
hit up
limelight
look,
at
that's
the G
I'm not
there.
saying
And
that
I
that's
think
who
he's that
doesn't
kind of
want it?
limelight.
I mean, look at Harry Mackay. Like, I think the most
shit in the
the
VFL.
most amount of goals he ever kicked in the VFL was like 4
4
or 5. Like, but no excuses for him. But look, I was surprised they didn't play him against.
They
Collingwood.
elevate those type of players that elevate on a bigger stage.
Boyd only had the 10 touches. Don McCoy kicked the goal.
Yeah.
Pommy's man. Pommy player sponsors him.
Nice.
And he kicked the goal.
love him.
So he's a
Nice.
key
I
back
love
and
him.
kicked the sausage roll.
I've been rooming him since fucking when we
Yeah?
got him.
Josh
I wanted
Honey.
him.
I don't know what happened with Josh Honey. I don't know if he came off
Dead.
but he only had 5 touches, which was really weird. So he's just had an injury interrupted year, and wouldn't be looking too much into that. I wouldn't have thought, but good job from the boys considering we didn't have a whole heap of AFL listed players.
look,
we don't have any players. Like there's just no one there.
Yeah,
Well, we had a win before the
down
thing.
to bare bones now.
Cunningham injured his calf. Kerno's on the mend. He'll be back. Ed Kerno potentially.
See, he wouldn't have been bad in that game to bring in, but obviously he was injured.
Perfect for the VFL when he comes back. They'll hit a bit of form there. Josh Cripps as well, interesting. 2 goals, 15 touches, continuing to play okay. But Philpy, 21 and 3.
All right, that's
going,
good.
young
Keep an eye on
How
Sam
old's he?
Philpy.
20, 21?
20, I think. Yeah, so he's
He
a
was
player.
last year, 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah,
He's
that's
a player. I think he'll play at some point this season.
Yeah, give him a go.
Yep.
Give him a go.
Yep.
That's good.
So
Look,
that's it. The boys are now, I'll tell you exactly where they are on the ladder. They are sitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. 9 games. They've got a few teams behind them that have got games in hand. So they're probably in between that 6th to 9th area, around there. So they probably will make finals if we do get a few blokes back. But yeah, it's not good to bounce back with a win.
Yeah, no, it's good
So
before. Yeah.
And they've got the bye this weekend as well.
All right.
And then we play Essendon on Saturday afternoon at Windy Hill, 1:45 after the big one.
Windy Hill, man.
So another batting job.
Fucking hell, man. What a Windy Hill,
So,
man.
yeah.
I'm telling you, that's a big ground, man.
That's that.
All right, since you're the expert,
yep,
we have got something happening in the middle of the week. It's called a mid-season draft. What do you know about it? What do you reckon we're going to go for?
I do believe that we're going to have to pick up a key back, and the names being branded. Do we need a key back? The names being branded about at the moment are Sam Durden, potentially, and the other name being branded about is a guy called Ballenden. Ballenden as well. So key backs.
So where?
I can't remember where he's from.
So these Durden and Ballenden, where are they? Like, what's happening? Where are they from?
Key position.
But where are we getting them from? Like, what are they
Sam
doing at the
Durden
moment?
was on the North Melbourne list.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking at this bloke. What's his name?
He was Sam Durden. Same last
not
name as
him.
Durden.
The other bloke.
Ballenden. Ballenden. Ballenden.
All right, so this...
Connor Ballenden, there you go. Oh, was from Brisbane.
Brisbane.
There you go.
He was on Brisbane's list.
So they haven't played this year, or they have?
They haven't played AFL. They've been playing...
200
So how does it work? Can you...
It was a forward.
Players nominate for the mid-season draft. There's a pool of however many players nominate.
What if you're listed on it's only like what you have to
No, you can't. You're not. You can't be listed.
You have to be off the list.
You've got to be reserves.
All right, got to be a reserve player. All right, makes sense.
And you nominate for the mid-season draft, and then
so that's what they're looking at.
The other name that was branded about was Braden Crossley. Now he used to play for the Gold Coast Suns. He's currently playing at Southport, I believe. Southport Sharks. He was a name that was branded about. I don't know if they're going to go
How old
down
are these guys?
Well, this kid's young. That Ballenden's young. He's
21?
only 23. So it's actually not a bad age. He'd be filled in.
And the other fella...
100 kilos, 200 centimetres.
The other position we'd be looking at is a ruck.
Yeah.
Potentially a ruck.
Murkoff
and
get injured.
No, he's okay.
Oh,
He's
he's
just
all right.
rolled his ankle. Murkoff's okay. So
it's a big decision to
there
make.
There is male.
We got two.
We got two. There also is a chance that we could get, well, maybe Jesse Glass-McCasker. I don't know. He nominated apparently for the draft late. Not a massive rap for that, but anyway.
Nah, you can't get him. Sorry.
Yeah. Maybe positionally, I don't know. I'm not too sure.
We've got to go. Like at the end of the day, it has to be.
I don't know. I haven't watched him, so I
No, I've got no idea who. But whatever the case is,
He's a
it
big
has
body.
to be
He's
a
tall.
has to be a defender.
Can play ruck. So I don't know. Yeah, it'll be
defender ruck.
The male is that it's either this Durden fella or Ballenden.
And I think the ideas have changed in the last 2 or 3 weeks with the injuries and that. Like, you're going to have to be going, mate. Seriously.
I don't know what's happened to Will Hayes. Hasn't played the last couple of weeks. I'm not too sure what's happened there.
You were saying about him too.
I don't know. So there's no. I mean, obviously, the Carlton are not going to come out and announce anything because he's not an AFL listed player. But I just
and for everyone
interesting
asking,
to see as
because I know people would be asking,
yes,
and I know it, and we all know it, but Liam Jones, you can't get him.
No, can't get him.
So what happening there? Explain.
You can't.
Because he's was AFL listed and retired. He retired.
He retired. Technically retired.
Yeah, you can't pick him up through the
mid-season draft.
So what can you do with him?
Nothing. You have to wait until the end of the year.
No, I'm saying at the end of the year where you...
you can pick him back up if you want to.
Has Carlton got any... Nothing.
So
I think no, what I'm saying is, does Carlton have like first pick, or is there, or he just has to go and just start all over again?
Nominates in the rookie draft or something.
Someone will pick him up. I recken. To tell you the truth,
I think he'll
man,
end up at Gold Coast if he does.
If I was Carlton, man, I wouldn't be going down that route. Like if he was there, yeah, he would be.
Agreed. Right now, he'd be in there today.
All right,
but he's done now.
Oh, he's done.
Give someone else a chance now. I mean.
What do we say? Next.
That's true. That's how it is.
And we have to. We have to move on to the next one.
He's just a victim of circumstance.
And seriously, we have been unlucky.
What can you do? That's
life.
life.
That's the way it was.
All right, let's go to a little bit of... We've got 2 things on the agenda here in AFL talk. We still haven't made anything up for this, but it's AFL talk.
What did we have on the agenda?
Oh, let's have a look at the first one.
Oh, I mentioned something, I remember. Is it that? Oh, yes.
Why Bolton should be given some credit for the list at the moment.
Agree or disagree?
Well, we disagree. It was an article.
But he didn't. He wasn't the list manager.
No, for Carlton's resurgence. I'm saying, does he deserve some credit for the Carlton resurgence?
Oh, fuck. Well, then you can say, far out, jeez. Well, you might as well give credit to David Teague as well.
Yeah, I know. Look, did he develop Harry Mackay in the right way? I don't know.
Yeah, but we've...
All right, let's go back to when he put Wiedering up forward.
I know.
All right?
Listen, I don't agree or disagree with this. All I'm saying is It's a good discussion point, but what I'm saying is...
What an empty article.
Oh.
Well, who the fuck are you going to play?
He did the right thing by the club
Yeah,
at the
well,
time.
well, who are you going to play? When you got Sauce as your list manager, you
No,
say,
no.
play these kids. These are the ones you're
No,
going to play.
but what... All right, think about it like this,
I know
right?
you've got to pick your team
No,
on
no,
every
think
week.
about it like this.
Yeah, go.
He's almost like a scapegoat where they go to him, listen, you have to play. Because they play like Dow
Yeah,
and
they played
O'Brien,
all of those
like
games.
50 games that year.
Well,
They
that's what we were
Yeah.
that's what was going to happen.
Yeah, right. And then he gets it. And then because he's playing these young kids for like 3 or 4 years, right, we're not going to win any games. We're not going to get any better playing so many young kids,
Of
right?
course not.
Because if you really wanted to win games...
You put some experience
right,
in there.
but he couldn't.
No,
Because
he couldn't.
and then he's a scapegoat. They get rid of him, right? They move on to the next step, which is all the right thing, don't get me wrong. But he almost did what they had to do and then
Well, yeah, of course. Well, I said it to him. I'm like, if you're going to give Teague 1.5 years, this is going back for bullshit now.
Nah,
but
it's
if
all-
you're going to give Teague 1.5 years, you should have given might as well have given it to Bolton.
Yeah.
So,
No, exactly right.
I'm still always convinced that the club did not sell the plan under Brendan Bolton
Nah.
during that horrible year to its members properly.
Yeah, of course.
And they didn't commit to what they wanted to do.
100%.
properly.
Well, how
And
many-
he didn't fuck the club.
No, this is what I'm
Laguna's
saying. Like,
saying,
it was almost, he was
Will.
that scapegoat. Like, they made him do it and then they
Laguna's saying,
stuffed
hey,
him up.
David Teague and the rest of them trying to get short-term results
Yeah.
were in the club. And Bolton said it himself that he probably went too long-term. Because eventually the
too
win-loss
early,
threshold
yeah,
gets
it
to a
gets
point
to
where
you.
And that's what happened, didn't it? He had no choice.
You
at the
need
end.
experience. We always said it though. You need good experience to bring you through youth.
But how can you get it if you're using all your picks to get
That's
draft
right.
talent?
And all they were doing, they were getting the draft in, and then all he was doing was playing the young kids just to get games under their belt, no matter how good or bad they were playing.
So
And
the question begs, does he deserve some credit?
I reckon, like, what do you say is credit? Like, do you put him?
What a
do you put
loaded
him
question.
under the
That's
Premiership
loaded,
Cup?
Of
You had
course
his
you're going
name.
to say yes.
Well, there you go.
I would.
What a bad fucking whoever wrote that's a fucking idiot.
But I would.
Sorry.
In saying that,
I actually don't care who wrote it because fucking I can go back to there. What about Sauce? You hammered him.
Yeah,
Give
no, he
him
deserves-
credit for picking the players.
No, well, he deserves
Always
credit
give him
for
credit.
stuff. He
So-
deserves credit. I just think with Bolton,
I never-
not that
we never
I think
doubted
he's
him.
the right, he was
Never.
the right coach or anything. I don't think he should be here now.
He
or
built
whatever.
GWS and him. They made it to a flag. So enough said. So sorry.
No, but with Bolton, I think he deserves a little bit of credit, saying that he did what they told him to do.
Well, I
and
thought.
then they,
I
and then
personally
they
they'd
asked him.
done him dirty.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I thought they'd done him
Yeah,
dirty.
They done him dirty.
they
All right?
They done him dirty.
That's what I thought because you got fucking.
Was he the
one
right
and
coach
dipshit
and
two
everything?
up in the head.
It's almost, you know what they almost did? I don't know if this is correct.
Fucking
or-
Laguna Shailade sipping. He got Voldemort next to him.
100%.
Fuck off.
You know what they almost did? They almost
7
said,
years
like,
of merda.
what we're going to do is we're going to rebuild the side. Let's get someone in there that we don't really give a shit about.
Mate,
to
he
do
was
the dirty
learning with
work.
he was learning
And-
with them.
Yeah, I know. Well, what
Sickening.
about when they didn't give him a contract? They made him like an employee.
That's when you know.
Remember that?
That's so bad.
That's what they've done with Noble at North.
Yeah, then
Look at it.
He looks like a mat. He's just
Well, I'm telling you, if you're going down that route, you're already
bad,
going
man.
down that.
You can't do that.
Wrong.
Wrong.
That was wrong. All right, let's have a look
We'll
at
give
this
him
one.
credit, all right?
Who would
Just
you rather, Bolton or Teague?
Bolton.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would have wrote Bolton, yeah.
I always said that.
And I heard, you know, like, I don't know if this is
Honeymoon
right. This is only
wins.
what I'm saying. I don't know if this is true. T kind of dicked Bolton in a
He
way.
did.
and
No,
went,
he did.
And went behind his
No,
back.
no, no. Not heard. He did.
Well, if that's the case, that's, again, wrong.
Wrong. And he wasn't even a coach anyway.
He wasn't a credit.
Sorry, but it's true.
He wasn't an accredited.
Enough. We're 8-3. Yippee.
Yeah, no, it's
Next.
That's
It's a
the
good
next
talking
one.
point.
Hey, let's have a
Next.
look at this one.
No, no, what you get? Yeah.
Yeah, let's
What's
have a-
this? What was it? Oh, yes.
Gets to the back and pressed here. I thought he was held. That's the game.
I don't care what anyone says.
Oh, let's discuss it.
It's a written rule.
Okay.
Let's discuss it.
All right. Now, the letter of the law. Okay? The letter of the law is that is stipulated, right?
Yeah.
There is a caveat on that.
Ah, okay. After the siren.
It's not time wasting.
Ah, okay.
That's right. I didn't know that, but I agree with that.
It is not time wasting.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, because the time, there's no more
There's
time.
no more
That's
So
right.
how
You're not
can it
wasting
be- it's
time.
no- it's
So how
no
can it
more
be
time.
50? Now, in saying that, everyone's been going, oh, that's like he... To me, this is one of the first times that the umpire has used some common sense
Correct.
and said, Listen, man, are you serious? Like, you didn't know? Like, everyone's going, oh, the siren. It was like whistle siren, right? This bloke is that excited because you look at the Sydney player standing next to him. As soon as he hears a siren, he punches the air. Like, everyone knows it. And then they want to go.
You probably couldn't hear the whistle.
Nah, come on, man. He was excited. And at the end of the day, everybody wants less decisions made until you want more. Now you want this decision. Come on, imagine he gave that 50.
Oh, mate. Yeah, but the caveat on that.
So the rule actually backs it.
It's not time wasting.
Well, the rule now absolutely backs it
But
up.
do they say that in the rule?
It's in the rule book. It's in the rule book.
Does it say if after the siren?
It's not, but it's not time wasting. It's not about after the. You're not wasting time.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because once the siren goes, you can't waste time.
It's a bit of a. It's a
It's
bit.
not time
So what
wasting.
would you have done?
Oh, I wouldn't have given it 50.
You wouldn't have.
Oh, but there actually was one that was given 50 after the siren.
Was there?
Yep, it was in the St Kilda game.
When?
It was last week or the week before.
What was the 54 though?
After the siren.
So it was after the
But what was it for?
So the guy dropped the ball. So he didn't give the ball back to the player. The player was on the wing. It was out
After the siren?
Yeah.
Really?
Okay, that's the wrong decision.
Wow.
Yeah.
If that's the case, man, what are you doing?
Correct me if it was after the siren. If it wasn't after the siren, but pretty sure it was after the siren. I've got to go back and have a look.
One of them got it wrong, and I believe that one was correct.
But anyway, that's
the correct move.
He can't give it. He couldn't have. He wouldn't have hurt anyone.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have heard the whistle siren.
Nah, come on, man. We're trying to
Imagine
say
that.
that the
Imagine that
umpires...
in the grand final.
Well, this is the thing. Imagine you give that in the grand final. Come
They
on,
wouldn't
man.
anyway. They wouldn't. They actually wouldn't pay that.
It's
in the
not
grand
50.
final.
It's not 50. It's not a 50-metre penalty.
The rule isn't.
Yeah.
It's not time
And I know,
wasting.
Of course, Richmond are going to try to get it and all that.
Anyone would.
Well, why were they in that shit? They were 5 goals up.
And this actually, Hardwick said that.
They were 5 goals
Should
up.
never have been in
There
there.
aren't. And again, I come back to the thing. Don't
Don't give the umpires.
Don't make the umpires have to, win
the game for you.
Correct. Don't let the umpires make you have to win the game.
Yeah,
from
100%.
Like us,
whatever it is,
looking
yeah.
for a fucking Walsh free kick. It would have been the same thing,
That's
you know
right.
what I mean?
That's right.
You got to
You're
do it off
relying
your
on
own
the
boot.
umpires to win you the
Your
game.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
forget
something
about it.
wrong.
So,
There's
yeah.
something wrong.
As you said.
But
something
you
with
know
the
what
Walsh thing.
spun me out too? Like, I watched it, and then for an hour afterwards, they talked about this.
It was the only
course they
thing.
do. Of
They
course
didn't
they
talk
have
about the comeback.
What a comeback, mate.
Buddy's
Seriously.
goal.
Oh,
Like,
and
Jesus.
then while we're on this, mate, I've got something to say, mate. Everyone that talked about Carlton's win against Sydney, oh, you made them come back. See? We held on.
Correct.
We held on, and they didn't.
Correct.
You know, I don't want to go back 2
With
weeks,
premiership players.
but, mate, we did the right thing, and we held.
And you know what? Dusty had a few chances to win the game too.
Yeah.
The snap around the
That
body.
snap was the one.
And he
Yeah,
missed,
that was the one.
Hey, you telling me there was probably someone free as well?
Yeah, I know. If you analyse it in slow motion,
Oh, it's an easy
Fuck,
game like that, isn't
let me
it?
put it in 0.25 speed, bro. Let me fucking. Oh, I should have kicked it there. Should have kicked it there. Far out, man. When the game's that quick on the line there.
the people that do that, man, they can't even operate the remote control, and now they want to decide.
It's easy after the science.
Yeah.
Hindsight's beautiful.
It is interesting. Anyway, it's a good point. Like,
Good talking
I
point.
just said that they talked about it, and then I talked about it. But it's interesting.
That's a
It's
good
interesting.
talking point.
All right. Have we got one?
Maz's Malocchio. I think we. All right. Anyway, we'll run the heat.
Run the tape.
Alright, so I can't make it like too many times in a row because it gets stale.
Yeah.
But fucking hell, I had people spotted, like I had friends of mine and all that, I was spotting people out, and I said it was going to happen. I did say this was going to happen. Carlton, Collingwood, fucking, it was people in Essendon gear.
Yeah.
I've got a video. I don't know if we should play the audio because I absolutely hammered him. Oh, he gives a shit. My mouth's vulgar anyway. I don't really care. But
Now,
we'll
what
put
we'll
it
do
up.
is we'll put it up in the corner.
Yeah.
We have no audio. We'll just
Like,
put it up in the corner.
Another mate of mine saw another, and then you.
Well, I saw it too.
You saw one.
So I'm in the middle, like we're losing. I'm not in a good mood. I see a Richmond supporter
The sniper was out.
walking down, and I just went off at him and I go, "What are you doing here? You're at the wrong gun. Get out of here!" You know. And I'm thinking to myself, "Well, what Mars has turned me into?"
See? Everyone's.
As soon as
I
I
think
saw-
Marcucci, Michael, he spotted one too.
Yeah, Michael.
Did he not-
Hawthorn. Yeah, Hawthorn one. Yeah.
This could be a
It's
new.
got to stop.
This could be a new competition. Spot the wrong supporter.
Yeah,
mate.
why not?
At the wrong game.
Yeah. Spot the wrong supporter at the right.
Send
at the
them in.
game. Send them in.
You know what?
Send them in.
I'm going to get
There
it
you go.
started. I'm going to slam them on TikTok.
All
Put your own audio over it. Doesn't matter what you say.
Yeah.
You can have your own commentary. You can call the person whatever you want. Fucking just give it to us.
Send
and
it in.
And I'll put them all on TikTok. Just go and
slay
spot
them.
it. Spot where's the dickhead, not where's Wooly. Where's the dickhead? That's it.
Where's the dickhead?
Because it's got to stop.
Nah, it's got to stop.
I'm setting the agenda
You
now.
can't
I need something. I'm setting the agenda. It's got to
You
stop.
can't wear
And then I think next week.
Why?
Next week.
Like, if you want to go watch a game,
just
go watch it.
Go casual there.
casual.
How hard is it to wear just black? You might
Nah, you got to show everybody.
Anyway, next week I think we're gonna do a ritual for weedering.
Ritual for the whole bloody club at the moment.
You're gonna do it.
Mackay. We're gonna do
so
it.
you're going to do a whole
Get the
Malocchio.
Malocchio. We're gonna have to
We'll
bring
get
it.
Bucky involved. He's going to.
Bucky, you won't know what's happening here. He'll be like,
Next week we're doing it.
he's going to be like this.
We did the whole walk ritual.
Poor Bucky. He doesn't know what the hell he's in for.
All right,
next week.
everyone, look
Next
forward
week.
to
Buckster.
Next week. We're going to do the whole Malocchio.
We've got to get his spirits up too next week.
Yeah.
We've got to get a
He was
smile
down.
on his
He
face.
was
He
down today.
I
He
think
was
we're
down.
all down. But
All right, good. Hey, since we're doing Malocchio, let's go to one of our favourites. Oh, I've got a good one here.
they're all our favourites. Oh, we do have a good one.
Bananas in pajamas are coming.
Are you doing the same one?
Oh, I've got two, yeah, but yeah.
All right,
go,
so
go,
what
go.
we'll do is, all right, we're just talking a discussion there. What we'll do is, right, we've all got bananas, of course. Everyone's got banana, but we've got a fan banana.
We do have a fan
All
banana.
right, let's put it up.
This is the
Oh, wait
first.
up. We have to get that.
Oh, sorry.
yes.
Oh,
Okay.
And
Yeah, all right.
banana
We're gonna get
brought
that
to
one
you
there.
by- You can do it because you've done it again. You've done it
He's
again.
done it again. He's done it again.
And drink another drink as well. The cough. Can we get a cough counter?
All money there.
You should have seen me at the game, man. I was dying, mate, because what happens is when I get excited
Yeah, I know.
and stuff.
Dry throat there.
Horse.
You're like my dog.
All right, so proudly sponsored, of course, by Marino Brothers. And if you order $60
or more,
order before midnight, it's free delivery next day.
Correct.
I'm telling. I was with Anthony. I went up to a farm with him, and Dad said, if you do it at 11:59, they'll order it. They'll send it at like 6 a.m. in the morning, 7 a.m. in the morning. The driver comes out there in the Flintstones thing.
No, that's the best, man. No, seriously. Where else do you get it, man? Where else do you get it? You order your stuff, because at the end, what's the difference? You go there, I'm telling you, all the stuff is quality. Order what you want. You can pick it out. Bananas.
Barape.
What's your
Support
favourite
your
fruit?
locals.
What's your favourite fruit?
An apple.
Mate, bag at the door, man. You're eating apples 8
And it's castagna season as well.
Oh,
the chestnuts.
the
Jason.
They got big
Jason
castañas, mate. They got big bundles of them, like 10-kilo
Listen,
bags there.
You Australians, you don't understand what the castagna is for the wogs. It's
chestnut.
My dad used to say, right, the castagna when he was a kid back in Sicily, right, was like chocolate to them. Because they didn't have chocolate. They used to eat like polenta every day. That was his meal, right? That's why he never ate polenta when he came here, right?
Yeah,
but he goes,
$50
the chestnuts, so for us, like, for the wogs, when it's chestnut season, they go and pick them. It's like a ritual.
Yeah.
Then they sit there, they kind of put them in the oven, they watch them, and then they eat them, and it's a beautiful. I actually don't think they're that great, but anyway.
Wait, no, but for other people, I've techified it now. We've actual techified. You don't have to wait in the oven anymore. If you've got an air fryer, give them a little cut, put them in there for like 10 minutes, right? At like a nice heat, mate. They come out better than the oven.
They're not bad. And you've got to cut them or else they pop like bombs.
Yeah.
They're like bombs.
Like popcorn.
Anyway, let's go.
Right,
Let's have a look
banana
at
of the
this first one. Let's have a look at this first one.
All right. Here it is.
And you can read it.
I'll read it out. Yeah, so this is from, it's either Callie Stewart or Cal Stewart. One of the two. Okay, so banana of the week.
Female or a male, sir?
It is, hold on, I'll tell you right now. I believe it's a male. It's definitely a male. It's definitely a male from what I'm looking at. But regardless, now, what was written down, now this is a good banana. The banana goes to all the supporters leaving halfway through the fourth. Why? Exactly. Genuinely baffled. I personally don't leave before the final siren. Doesn't feel 100% right for me, but I can 100% understand people who leave when their team is 70 points down with 15 minutes to go or whatever. Yesterday, though, we had about 10 people stand up and leave with about 25 minutes to go, and you could see other groups around the ground doing the same. We were 4 goals down with 10 to 15 to go. The game wasn't over. I don't know about everyone else, but with 80k people at the game against Collingwood, 8-2 record so far, I felt there was no way we'd go down swinging, and we got so close as well. The people that left missed one of the most intense finishes of the season, incredible atmosphere, and almost made a complete fool of themselves if that sauce kick went through. Sorry for the essay, just something I noticed. Absolute bananas.
I'd have to agree because I turned
the same.
my head. I didn't say anything. I just looked at my head. They're the bandwagoners.
What is going on here?
There was heaps
Confirmed
too,
back.
man.
And then he also went on to say, which we don't have on the screenshot, and special mention to the Collingwood supporters doing their Collingwood chant at the same time as the supporters leaving. Same thing, game's not over. Shut the F
They
up.
shut up near the end.
So he said, and then he also he said it would be wrong to have a go at our own supporters without also giving some shtick to the other mob.
100%. But
So,
I was watching it,
a nice
and he's
balance.
absolutely right. That is a great banana, man. I'm
Yeah.
telling you. I was watching it. I couldn't believe people leaving.
Well, you know what? I've come to the conclusion that they're people that haven't been to the footy all year. This year,
Yeah.
they're remembering Carlton last year, the year before. Because if you're thinking this year, you know we're in with a winning
But
chance.
why are you leaving
Oh,
off?
I
Because you
thought
want to
they'd
beat
be-
the traffic and that.
Yeah,
fair
You
enough.
don't want to jump
Stay.
on the
It's
train.
actual. It was actually like
Whatever,
under
man.
4 goals. Like, come on, man.
I can't believe it, man.
They're the band. I'm telling you, they're the mannequins.
I've left once
They're the
early,
plastics.
and we were,
Yeah, I've left once early because I broke a chair.
it
and
was
I had
actually
to
with
get
you
out of
guys. I
there.
had to go and pick up my son.
No, I had to get out of there because I broke the chair.
Or else you
Yeah,
get
because
arrested.
I would have got arrested or
Yeah,
something.
no, that's
you know?
fair
Can't get
enough
arrested,
too.
but, yeah.
But anyway, that's a great
That's a
banana.
fair point.
All right.
Who's up? You're up.
I'll go up first.
Okay.
This one here is simple. Swoop Luke.
Why? What's he done?
Swoop Luke. Hey, all right. You got the win. Everyone's happy about the win, all the Collingwood supporters. But anyway, so what we done was we organised, right?
Yes.
There was going to be
Like
a
a
bit of a
Zoom
video,
call.
a Zoom
Okay,
call,
yes, yes.
and we were going to do a little bit of banter
Yeah.
before the game. Let's build up the rivalry.
Didn't eventuate?
Well, we had the messages. He agreed to it. The last message was, yep, no drama. We'll definitely do it tomorrow. Write back a message and we say, yep, no drama. Give us a time. We'll send you the link and we'll do it. We'll have a bit of fun. Now, he's been on with Terry, which is fair enough. He does that every year and that's great. A little bit of rivalry. I did notice he went on with someone else that night there with another one. Look, I know you went for a bit of a soft kill. You're a little bit like Mayweather, picking your fight. So that's up to you, mate. I know you're a little bit scared. You're a little bit scared. You did a little bit of the, are you Swoop Luke or are you Luke Parker? I don't know. So you did a little bit of a scared. You didn't want to like go head to head with us, right? And that's fair enough. You did mention later on, and then the reason for the banana is 5 minutes after they won,
He messages you.
We got the tag.
we got the tag
the
of
tag,
the message
yes.
where he did that, right? And I wrote back
after
to him.
the fact.
After the fact. I
After
wrote
the
back to
fact.
him. I said,
After the
mate,
fact bookie.
that is weak, man. Didn't hear from you. And then all of a sudden,
So he ghosted you on the Thursday night. Actual
ghosted. There was nothing. Zero. And
Ghosted
then the next
means
day,
he's probably seen
I
it,
actually
but
sent
he's
a
not
quick
replying.
message to him just to say, you still keen to do it? Got nothing. But then I
Bananas.
wouldn't have said anything until I got the message. And that's when I went, right, weak. You are weak. You won, and I'll give you all that, but you are weak. You were scared.
Coward.
You ducked when you seen the ball coming, and then you attacked later on. No drama. And then he
Kicked the
did
man
send a
when he
message
was
and said-
down.
he did write sorry, like yesterday or whatever. And then he said, oh, I'll be ready for round 23. Well, Luke, let me tell you something, mate. Maybe I'll go for someone else. Maybe we'll go for like someone from the ski squad. Maybe a woman with a little
Maybe
bit
Joffa.
more gallion.
Yeah, Joffa.
You got a little bit
Joffa.
scared.
Get Joffa
Maybe
there.
get Joffa. At least I get a little bit of rivalry there. But anyway, you were scared to come. So this one's a big banana to you.
Imagine coming
Last
with a banana
time-
when you win.
Well, last time you ate the banana. This time maybe you should mush it up. Get something a little bit more softer.
Like baby food.
That's for you, bud.
Oh, here we go.
I've got a big
Have
banana.
you been?
This
Do
is
you?
a big fucking banana.
This is to myself.
Oh, it's just to myself.
Oh, no.
For saying that we would beat them by 62
Yeah,
points.
well, we can give that a round.
We
to
can
it.
all-
If I get 3 of those.
Maybe I got too a little bit
Probably-
exuberant in my
Between all of
advance.
us, we had him by 140 points.
There's a combined total of
And
about
also,
865 goals.
also, this is the biggest banana because I think I killed him.
Oh no, he did. He did. He
No.
did.
I
He
think I killed
did.
him.
He did. He said Jacob Wiedering.
No, I didn't say he will go
No,
down
I
in this
know.
match, but I'm like, imagine if something was to happen because we were talking about Stephen May and what happened to Melbourne, and we're all in the car, we're talking, and we're like,
Why'd you even say it? Like, even if it comes into your head.
the
Don't
oracle, it's
say
just
it.
oracle predictions, you know what I mean?
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, so I kind of fucked it.
You,
So,
you put it out into the universe and then it's real.
you know, I've done it twice this year. I
What
did
did
it
you
to
do?
Sam
Harry?
Walsh as well.
Oh,
I didn't do it to
oh,
Harry,
yeah,
I did to
yeah,
Sam
the
Walsh.
The ankle. He's chomping away.
Can everyone please tell this bloke
Just
to
put
not-
bananas in the chat,
Just
bro.
don't
put-
say nothing.
Actually, you know what you do? Just write fucking dead shit.
You know what you got to do when you get those thoughts?
Don't say it.
Like, scream really loud to get those thoughts. Ah! And the thoughts leave your head.
Correct. Yeah, so the bananas to me.
All right, good.
Right,
Okay,
so
that's
far
good.
out.
At least we can take it, yeah.
He's got another one.
I got no. That well, what that
Oh,
was
that was
from
a fan
Cal- that was
banana.
fan
Sorry,
banana,
yes.
to read that one
Yeah.
out. But the one for me is to the Ferrari F1 strategist.
Ah.
What a vergogna!
We had big vergogna
Oh,
this week.
That was an absolute
Minestra of
disgrace.
merda.
What but they've been doing it for a decade. This
10
mob.
years, mate. 10 years.
I've never seen them win a race
Off
on their own
strategy.
strategy.
Yeah.
They always bloody lose a race off strategy.
I was up all fucking night. The race got delayed by an hour.
Delayed by an hour because of the rain.
That's the worst.
And then there was a fucking smash in the race, and then it got delayed again. Another red flag deal, fucking gone there, and then fucking hell, they fucked it. 4 o'clock, I was in bed. 5 o'clock, I was raging it.
No, that's right.
I nearly snapped my phone in half.
They
Oh,
qualified 1-2.
at Monaco,
I know.
street circuit. You can't
You
get
can't
past
overtake.
anyone.
The only way you can get overtaken is if you stuff the pit strategy.
That's it.
And they stuffed the pit strategy.
That's true.
They stuffed it.
That's the one thing.
The one thing.
we don't want.
The one thing.
Bruh,
It's been that weekend.
I was raging.
I feel sorry for Adrian, our close mate.
Oh,
Deha.
fuck.
Right,
He's a
this
big
bloke,
fan.
he just messaged me after the
Liverpool.
Collingwood game. He just said rough 24 hours. He is in Paris watching
been
the
rough,
Champions.
boys. It's
He was
been
at
rough.
the Champions League final.
Oh.
He's a Liverpool supporter,
Oh.
and then he stayed up and he checked the live scores after our game and saw that, and he just messaged me. He just said rough 24 hours.
Oh, and actually, we do have something for him. He's got a banana of the week.
Who? Adrian?
Adrian's got a banana of the week.
does he?
Yes,
Oh,
I just
okay, another
remembered.
one.
Sorry.
Who is it?
Man, we've got bananas everywhere.
Josh Dacos.
Oh, yeah, the Instagram.
And I'll give you this. It's in the corner right now. As you can see, it says 129/128 handshake. My Adrian Deha goes, well done on the win. Kudos. 16/15.
That's it.
Up your ass,
Up your
dickhead.
ass, mate.
Handshake.
And Josh, just quietly, Alexander the Great was Greek. So there's bananas everywhere. Yeah. And we got another one.
Who?
Which one?
We did get another one. Sorry, we did get another one. Who sent it to us?
Bananas.
Shit.
Mate, we haven't got enough
Oh,
bananas.
Zach.
Was it Zach?
Zach? Yeah, Zach Asuni.
Yeah,
Sent in
Asuni.
a banana
He sent
next
in
to
the
the
banana,
TV.
yeah.
He was the one who had picked out the Guernsey.
Yeah.
So Zach's put it up as
Yeah,
well.
everyone's on it now.
Zach.
That-
Everyone's
that's
on the
happening.
bananas, man.
Good.
And
Banana.
that was
Oh,
at the Freo
and-
Melbourne game.
Hold on, I want to give another banana.
Oh my God!
This is a secondary one. This is a
We're
secondary
gonna
one.
run out of bananas.
No, it's a secondary one to Swoop Luke.
Oh,
He doesn't even follow me on Twitter.
that's disgraceful, mate.
Where's the respect?
That's bad. That's bad.
Follow me on Twitter,
I thought we all help each other.
Follow me on Twitter. At Paul Seb05.
Yeah, no, it's easy. Everyone
on, mate.
follow.
Anyway,
Good bloke.
so that's it.
That was a good banana.
Sesh.
That was a good one.
That was the best one of the year.
I think so.
Marino Bros are going to
And
be...
listen,
There's
oh
no
yeah,
bananas
and,
left.
and I'm telling you, Swoop, you're in the lead for the banana of the
he's
year,
got 3.
Yeah, not
Last
many,
year
not
and
many
2 this
people
year.
get free.
He's a front runner.
I mean, you're up there with like Casbolt.
Has anyone seen the photo of him and Terry at the
footy? I didn't want to mention it.
Leave him.
Terry is huge.
Nah, Terry's
He's a massive man.
Tall boy. Leave him.
No, I didn't say. He said it.
Leave him.
It's a good photo.
And I'm
It's
a
funny
fat
photo.
prick.
No, it's a good photo.
I think Luke put something
I just
up
want to
like,
know why he swooped in and stand up on the.
Luke goes, he put up this tweet, he goes, Terry's actually 9 foot and I'm actually 7
Look, being next to Terry.
Oh, he's huge.
And people don't realise that. Actually,
Terry's
Terry
big
says
boy.
that people, when they see him, they didn't realise how tall he is.
Yeah, because he's sitting down in front of a computer.
And so is Luke.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, maybe he's standing
Terry,
up.
Terry, mate.
If you can't, if you can't laugh at your own misfortunes, you'll never laugh.
Oh, fuck, I always do, mate. I
Nah,
look at myself
yeah.
in the mirror, there's nothing left, mate.
Nah, listen, man, we are.
It's good banter.
It's good banter, and he's actually a very good bloke.
You can take banter from people that you know, not people that
it's all
don't know. And if they message you, give it to them.
It's all good.
Go personal, doesn't matter. Just
it's
like
all
our
good.
mate
No.
did. He went personal.
No, we went personal.
So
No, it's
Hazel
all
Hazel
good.
Jason Dabernick.
Won the
just-
Oaks in
Damien Oliver.
2020.
He's just weak. Weak. Anyway.
See you around 20.
Anytime you want to take me on, go for it, mate. Remember, I used to go to footy with a baton in my hand, so I'm not scared of anything, mate. Anyway, hey, let's go. Hey, we're going to do a big one. We've got Talking Blue here.
Oh, yes, okay.
All right, so this is a pretty
What we
long
got?
one. So
What
what
we
we're
got?
going to do is I'm going to show like a bit of it,
Okay,
and then we're going to
alright.
show the rest of it. This one here, what we did was the origins. Is that the word? The
Origins, yeah, Origins.
Of the Carlton theme song.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to
Brothers.
Lily of
Yeah,
Laguna.
well,
Fable Brothers and
Lily
Lily of Laguna.
So there's a lot more to it than just that. Like there's the versions of it that I found is unbelievable. Like
Were they not going to pull our theme song
Yes,
because
they were.
of
Because of the Lily of Laguna, the melody,
some
and the
racism?
connotations it had.
Some
we go
racism
into
or
it.
something?
Yeah.
We go into it, and we'll go into it. Let's watch it.
We are the Navy Blues. We are the old dark Navy Blues. We're the team that never lets them down. We're the only team old Carlton knows.
All right, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Talking Blue with, of course, Vince. And today we have special guest,
Richard Rash Hussein. Good to see you, Rash. Good to be here.
all the way from the sand pit in Dubai. Just for this, you came. No, well, I
You
came
flew
for the
over
show
just to
earlier.
be on Talking Blue.
Just to be on Talking Blue. So,
You'll see Rash on various social media shows, mainly on Blue Abroad and of course here on the Jumper Punch.
Here on the Jumper Punch.
What an opportune moment for you to join us as we're discussing
very happy.
one of the, I guess, one of the most interesting Talking Blues that we'll have done for a while. We're not going to actually preview a game this week, seeing it's the bye round. So
That's right.
we thought we'd get into the history of the Carlton theme song.
The Carlton theme song, we are the Navy Blues. Has it been sung with
Gusto in recent weeks, eh? That's right.
Excuse me. So what we'll do is we'll go through the history of this great song, at times racist.
No, it's not. What a lot of rubbish.
Well, you will find out that there is a few little history points about
Oh, that was a long time ago when the world was different. And
in Dundee.
Recently, actually, it wasn't that long ago that someone tried to get the Carlton theme song banned.
Yeah, I heard about
purely because of some of the
That's what I'm
roots,
saying.
if you like.
That's
of
what
the
I'm
song.
saying.
Yeah, I know, but that was then. This is now.
Yeah,
There's
but-
nothing racist about the song.
Can I say something?
What?
What do we do here? We talk about the past, and
That's what we do.
There's nothing wrong with acknowledging the past. It doesn't mean it was right or
I'm not,
whatever.
I'm not denying
Yeah.
what some of these things were, but that was then.
together.
should you ban it today in its current form?
Don't worry about the
purely
banning.
because of what it used to be.
Don't worry about the banning. But
Oh.
what we're going to do is we're going to discuss where this song came from and
We are.
and the way it's changed about it. So, Rash.
You love singing the song, don't you, Rash?
I love singing the song.
So do I.
Love it. We sang it last night.
We're going to go through a bit of history today. A bit of a
All right,
history
let's
lesson
go.
for everybody.
Enlighten me. Go. All right, 1887. 1887.
100 years before a very famous premiership.
When you would have only been like 2 or 3 years old then,
Oh,
right?
that's right.
The earliest version I could find after winning the 1887 premiership, which at the time was the VFA, correct?
Yes, it wasn't the VFL premiership,
Right.
it was VFA, yes.
And it wasn't even a song. It was more of a chant. Those days, it wasn't like
No.
they used to go in and sing the song. It was just a chant everyone did. And the chant went something like this.
Righto.
The whole club worked like a one vast machine with its cogs well oiled and its flywheel clean. That's what they would chant.
Is that right?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Well, this is 1887. Don't think there was like Coldplay or anything going on those days.
So it's more like a march.
There wasn't Rush there doing the DJ and that.
Okay.
So that's that's the earliest version I found of some sort of chant to do with the Carlton, you know.
That's 135 years ago.
Unbelievable. Yeah, and as you... Right. After that, so in 1888, there was a song to the tune of what's that?
Is that Kilalo?
Kilalo.
Whatever that is.
Right. And what I'm going to do is, we put up the words there. These are the words I was singing, and it was to this tune here.
Okay.
Right? If I can find the thing. This is unbelievable. It's not working at all.
Because it's freezing. That's why.
Alright. So it's to this song here.
Righto.
Now this is this tune. To those words.
So it's like an orchestra?
Like it. Well, this is the orchestra version of it, but I'm sure in 1888 it was a little bit different.
Yeah.
But this was the tune, and this is what they would sing with those words that are on the screen now, as you can see, right?
Okay. Well, I can tell you as someone who's studied music that is more like a march.
It was a march, you're correct.
Right.
You're absolutely
2/4
correct.
time for those who know. Well, you should know.
Yeah, yes,
Mm.
you're correct too. So that's
Yep.
it. That's kind of the earliest version I found of any sort of theme song that the Carlton Football Club would be using. Yeah.
Yep.
So then in 1891.
We're still in the 19th century here. Yeah.
1891.
Yeah.
Right?
So they changed a few times.
They did change it a few times. There was another version, right? And this was this version over here. So now.
Sung to the tune of Here Little Annie Rooney.
That's the one. Now, you can hear this in the background now. Right? And
this is Little Annie Rooney.
That was our theme song?
Again, they weren't official theme song. They were just songs that
they sung to.
They would sing to, just like a kind of a chant or some sort of thing. It
In this
wasn't
case.
official. There was no official theme songs those days. No club had them.
This one's got a bit of a melody and it's a softer version of the song. It's not a
But
chant
this is
or
the
a march.
original song, but they did have. Excuse me. They did have different words to it, which I couldn't find, but. So you can hear this in the background, and this is. Well, you got to think about it, this is like 1881, yeah?
1891.
1891, sorry. So
it's still 130 odd years ago.
Right. Now, if we can
That's the way music was back then.
That's true.
Alright, so now I'm going to try to... Oh, here we go. We're going to do this.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're going to do this. Are we? How come I can't do this? What's going on here? As you can see, this is live and raw.
By the way, while Rocco's doing this, we're at this beautiful establishment called Parco Canteen, which is
Right
in the middle of a road, as a matter of fact, just off Lygon Street, just south of the park, Argyle Square. And Any of you happen to be around Logan Street? This is a great little spot.
With the C-O, not with the
They
K-O.
serve some terrific food. We've got some lovely chocolate croissants that we're going to eat
Parko,
soon.
like David Parkin?
Parko Canteen. That's what we should. We should bring
This
David
is the
Park in here.
Parko Canteen, mate.
We might do that, you know. But anyway, Parco in Italian means park. So it's the Park Canteen, right opposite the beautiful gardens and park of Argyle Square.
Nice.
Here in Logan Street, Carlton.
So what do you
All
think?
right, and so you saw that. So we'll show the rest of it. It's actually very interesting. And you're right, they were going to pull it because of the racial. Well, look, at the end of the day, the song, the song,
The lyrics.
the
melody,
lyrics.
or was it
No,
lyrics?
No,
well,
the lyrics. There was some racial connotation
in the lyrics,
with
and then what they
something,
did in the 30s and that, they actually changed the lyrics to take away those racial things about it.
okay.
But it was written in those days about like the Lady of Laguna, you know, and it was a love story and that, and there was this thing there. So there was that thing, but so there was, and it changed. So, but what we used the melody of it.
That's correct.
Right, and put our thing. So it had nothing to do with it. Where the difference is with Collingwood, they've still got racial slurs inside their song.
Premiership is a cakewalk. Isn't that a yes? That is a.
So a cakewalk was with the slave owners. They used to get their slaves right to entertain them, right, and then they would win a cake, and it was the cakewalk.
Okay, right, okay.
And so that was used, and now they say it's a cakewalk, which is racially. Let's be serious. It's all rubbish.
Well, yeah. Well,
Right.
it was.
It's all propaganda, mate.
It did have
because it's
it did
Collingwood,
have those
it's
connotations. It did have that.
No, it did have.
Back in the day, but yeah.
Back in their day. So there you go. So there it is. But listen to the rest of what I'm telling you. There are some songs there that you will not believe.
I've
Because
actually got a thing of it. I've got the vinyl of it.
of which one?
Carlton theme song.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh,
The
let's
Fable
see.
Brothers, yeah.
Yeah, the Fable Brothers, and
Geez,
before that there was another one. Yeah, no, it's good. Look, it's a good song, and the way it come about, who wrote it, and that is very interesting. All right, done. This is our favourite. Let's do it.
Che bello. Ma che cazzo sta a fare? Ma che cazzo sei? Ma che cazzo vuoi? Ma che cazzo sono? Fatti i cazzi, qua.
Here we go. Ma che cazzo! This is a big one.
Fatti i cazzi tuoi.
All right. Drink. All right, listen.
Yeah, drink.
You do race calling, don't you?
I do race calling, yes. I love to practice it and I love listening to it.
Eyesight's very important. Huh?
Well, eyesight is definitely very
All right,
important.
let's have a look at
Seeing
this.
what you're calling
Seeing
is
what
very
you're calling is very
important.
important. Let's
Exactly.
have
Here we
a
go.
As you can see, I'm watching what you are on the TV screen, and we cannot see anything here at the moment. I apologise that we ain't seeing a thing, and they're going to come out of they're going to run out of this fog at some stage. They're going down. They're off the back now.
I love how they got the
coming
thumbs
down
up,
the
like,
hill.
They just saw it.
I can't tell you a thing. I can't call them if I can't see them. And
Now, that was at the Kilmore races, and it actually made Channel 7 News.
That's fantastic.
Now, it was at Kilmore, and now I've got reason to believe they probably should have transferred the meeting to Seymour.
Wow. Now they should have, man.
That's
How
pretty
about-
good. Yeah,
What would you have done for the rest of the day?
Well, you got to try and call it off the tee. You can only call the last 100 metres.
Pretty much.
And because there are
Imagine betting on that in play.
Oh, forget it. You can't. There are other cameras located around the track that they got. And you can sort of call them there, but yeah, the last 100 metres. You should see the photo finishes, like the actual developed frames that they had.
Mate,
ridiculous.
It's just silhouettes.
Ridiculous.
That's funny, man. That's sick. That's good. That's good. That's good.
And he also said that the caller said, if a jockey wants to slaughter one today, today's the day for it.
That's it. No one's going to see shit there. I love it. Hey, listen. At your wedding, your best man, mate.
Yes.
He's like so important.
Of course. Well, he's your best man, yeah.
Well, he's your best man, man. And you don't, mate, don't stuff it up.
Correct.
All right, let's have a look at this.
Rings, please.
Oh, they've all gone. Oh. They're in the pool.
Oh, my golly.
Lucky.
That is a bit of unlucky.
That's fantastic.
Hey.
Blessed with holy water
Oh,
there.
mate, with the priest too, mate. And you know, like, we understand that women, this is their day, man.
Oh,
like,
mate.
every little thing has to be spot on.
Oh, you'll never
but-
forget that.
Nah, that's a good one.
Unforgettable.
Yeah, got the wrong one. Hey, listen, last week we had the Atari, and you did mention how would it look if it was in mute.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Let's
here
have a
we
look
go.
at him.
She's like a mime. You're playing it in your own brain. You go.
Yeah, no, this is the problem. You can actually see the Atari shit going on at the moment.
The Pac-Man.
The way they all move together is fucking gross.
The choreography is fantastic. Look
They're
at the
loving
Kinesi.
it. They're loving it, mate.
Usually they see that in North Korea.
Yeah, that's it. I love the last one when he falls, man. That's so true, man. I'm telling. And he used to do that too.
Yeah. All of them, man. That's quality, man.
There you go. There you go.
That's a minute silence.
That was a minute
For
silence.
Ray Liotta.
Ray Liotta. Yes,
There it
we'll
is.
talk about. Yeah, we'll do that. Hey, listen. We all go to work sometimes, and you're really tired.
Yep.
Like really tired, but you got to get through it, don't you? Yeah.
Well, of course. Oh, you
You
gotta
think
get
so?
paid, yeah.
Let's have a look.
This customer at Subway
Oh,
filmed
see,
this
he's
worker
the lady.
falling asleep
Look
on top
at
of
her
a
hand.
sandwich.
Look at her. She's sleeping.
She's
sleeping. Look at her sleeping.
She's gonna eat it for him. Right, that's cool. Actual sleeper.
How tired are you got to be, right?
She must have had a big
Like
night
to
the
fall
night
asleep
before.
on the
You went to
sandwich.
the facilities for that
Big mate, yeah, you got the facilities for that
Mate,
big
that's
mate.
tired, man. I'm telling you, you're overworking your people, Subway, man. What are you
Far out.
doing, mate? What are you doing?
She didn't leave. She was eating it for the customer.
That was bad, man. To fall asleep like that, I'm telling you, like standing up, man. You're standing up.
I know. It's a
Hey,
horse.
listen, you know what's always good?
What?
Someone smashing their head.
Let's give me.
Oh, what the hell?
Wait, what?
Oh my god. Oh.
Look how many times.
Oh. What was he trying to hit?
Mate, that was us last night.
What was he trying to hit? The bottle?
The bottle.
No. So it must have been some sort of, like, it's a tractor, and what happens is it must have been it runs something like sometimes a water pump or something.
Okay,
so
it
you
was
use the
yeah,
tractor.
okay, yeah.
But you got to wind, you got to start up the tractor, you know. So
Oh, and he's
yeah,
gone.
so you kind of got to
he's
turn
gone
it
with
and
the
wind it up,
motion.
and once it starts,
It's followed.
it starts to pump, you know. They use it as a
Yeah.
pump, you know. But when the thing goes around, like it takes you with you.
Yeah.
But the way he smacked it,
Yeah.
Anyway, I had to show it 3 times because, mate, I watch at least 20 times.
People
I laugh
gonna
at it every time.
cringe watching that.
Ouch.
All right, let's go. I said there's something special. Everyone loves Ray Liotta. Everyone loves the Goodfellas reunion. This is the Goodfellas reunion. I just said it. So this is Ray Liotta, Robert De Niro, Lorraine Bracco.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dr.
And
Malfi
Paul.
from The Sopranos.
Paul.
Paul.
Paulie? What was his
Oh,
name?
Paul. Oh, Tony Sirico.
Yeah.
Paulie.
Sirico.
Tony
Nah,
Sirico. Wait,
nah,
Paulie.
Nah.
Paulie from who? From the Goodfellas?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking.
Paul
What's his name?
Savino.
Paul Savino.
He's the
Paul
boss.
Savino.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the big one. Yeah.
So there was a reunion with it. So this goes for like 3 or 4 minutes, but I'm telling you, this is worth watching. So let's have a look at this.
He's the fat one.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
There was Ray Liotta as Henry Hill, mobster turned snitch.
Wake up, Henry.
Lorraine Bracco as his devoted wife, Karen.
Now I gotta turn my back.
Paul Sorvino played Paulie Cicero, the quiet, unassuming mob boss. And Robert De Niro, a.k.a. Jimmy Conway.
Never rat on your friends. And always keep your mouth shut.
I had no idea how the movie would turn out. I mean, it was a great experience and all that, but you never know what the impression is it's going to make on people.
When did you realize that it was going to be what it became?
Today.
Yeah, right. Just say, yeah.
Why do you think this film has resonated with so many for so long?
It's good. It's just a good movie. You're finding out and learning about this lifestyle that thank God, 99% of us don't know about.
Mobster film started with, yeah, see? I'm no Caesar, see? You know, this is a different kind of movie. This is not mythic. This is actual.
What do you do?
What?
What do you do?
I'm in construction.
Here's the thing, though. It didn't test well. I mean, when this film was originally shown to focus groups, people were getting up and walking out.
Oh, it's a violent way of life. He showed it for the truth that it was.
Paulie didn't have to move for anybody.
For Servino, that level of authenticity was almost too much.
I'd never played anything like this, that kind of a lethal character. I knew nothing about it. And 3 days before we were about to shoot, you may not know this, but I called my manager and said, get me out. I'm going to ruin the men's movie. I'm going to ruin myself. I have no idea what to do.
And it literally took a good long look in the mirror for him to stay.
And I'm adjusting my tie, and this is what I saw. I said, what? I said, that's the guy. Grazie Dio, thank you.
Meanwhile, Liotta, who had only done 3 films at the time, lobbied director Martin Scorsese for nearly a year to land the part, and got a little help from De Niro.
I recommended Ray. I said, Marty,
Yeah,
you
I
should see
remember
Ray.
hearing that at a party.
And so
thanks, Bob.
That's so.
Did you recommend me?
For you, is it safe to say this was a career maker?
Absolutely. Well, I got to work with the best of the best. Everybody wanted to be nice to him, and he knew how to handle it.
How did you guys achieve that chemistry that you had on screen?
Well,
They saw a shrink and they worked together.
no, he's easy to love.
What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at Ray playing footsies with me under the table.
Trying to rekindle that chemistry.
Yeah.
25 years later. Lorraine, when folks walk up to you on the street, what's the line?
Karen, that's all we got. That's all we had. Is that it?
Yeah, I hear you.
Close.
Karen, they were in everything. That's all the
I
money
love
that we
it.
had,
I like
Karen. I was dependent on that. Why did you do that?
Think of the one with Lorraine where I'm calling her down the street.
Wants to kill me.
Wants to off the door.
Yeah, it's over there, right there.
No, it's there.
It's over there.
I have to say, my favorite scene is the one with the boys when they go to see Marty's mother.
I need this knife. I'm gonna take this. It's okay? Okay, yeah. I just need it for bring it back, though. You know.
They have love and respect for her and engage her in the dog painting.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I like this one. The dog, one dog goes one way and the other dog goes the other.
One dog goes one way, the other dog goes the other way.
Then there's that one funny scene.
But I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown. I amuse you.
We were at rehearsal, and Joe was telling a story about it. Actually, a situation like that happened to him, and that's basically all it is. And Marty said, all right, like, how do you think it would go? And then we, like, improv'd it a little.
You're a funny guy.
People come up to me every day, I swear to you, and tell me it's their favorite movie, and it's on every day somewhere. So it touched a chord in everyone.
It is on every day because I haven't been getting any residual.
It's too late, pal. It's too late. It's all over.
There you go. That was
The Crew.
The Crew, man.
Really
There's
nice.
many
If
more.
you
but
haven't watched Goodfellas, you have to watch it.
Watch it. If you haven't watched Goodfellas, look, just what are you doing here, mate? Like, just
If you haven't watched Goodfellas, go home and get your shine box.
yeah, you go get it, and you'll understand why. Nah, absolutely amazing insight. And even I've heard one of the mobsters. He's got I can't remember. He's got a podcast. Who is it? Is it Franchini?
Michael Franchese.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael Francese.
Francese with Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Hot boxing.
He actually says that's
Former
one of the
gangster.
closest.
Yeah. the Goodfellas is the closest representation of. Yeah,
he really likes it. So I'm telling you, man, that was excellent. Yeah, so there you go. All right, that was good. All right, what do we got next?
Another fan favourite.
Fan or Paul favourite?
Oh, fucking hell,
Let's play it.
Oh, let's go.
Can't wait for this spray, even though I don't know what it is. Sprays today. We're letting out anger.
More sprays and everything.
No, it is. It's a fan favourite, and
It
when
is.
I asked you about it, you shocked me. Let's go.
I'll start with the multi because I want to end it on this.
Yeah, let's do the multi.
So, egg on our face from
Put
last
up the
week.
multi.
The bet of the year got done
We'll put
last
up the
week.
multi.
A disgraceful betting performance
That's
from
a
me.
banana.
Disgraceful betting performance. But the multi for this weekend. Bulldogs head-to-head against Geelong. Gold Coast by 46 points or more against North. Hawthorn plus 12.5 against Collingwood. So they can either lose by 12 points or less or win, obviously. And Fremantle by 7 points or more against the Lions. The odds are about $13.05. We've had $25 on for a potential collective around about $325.
We're still up.
The tally sits at $1,318 and a profit of $318 for the year.
We're still up.
Well,
So at the
we
halfway
need-
mark, it's a good profit.
We need a win because
need
that
a
was
kicker.
a,
We need a win.
that was
We need
a
a kicker.
vergonya last
That was
week.
pretty bad. It was pretty bad. But Paul's call this week is
Must be pissed by now.
Yeah.
it's a bit of a rant, and it's a rant based on what I see off Twitter. Now Twitter can be a cesspool,
Of course.
and social media itself can be a
Of
cesspool.
course,
Now
Can be.
look, we might fly off the handle here, and Mars might utter a
Contagious.
few expletives and all that. But a lot of it here is tongue in cheek.
Oh,
Of
yeah.
course.
A lot of it here, well, pretty much all of it is tongue in cheek.
Yeah,
right?
it's
So
a bit of a
don't
laugh.
take things that we say seriously or personally. When we talk about footy, yes.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
But the rest we're trying to entertain.
Now,
you know,
look,
it's just-
Taking the piss.
there was banter and all that on Twitter and all that, and Swoop Luke, you know, that's best. Swoop, no. This is not directed at him though. It's not. It's not him. This is nothing bad on him. He copped some stuff yesterday,
yeah.
but it got to a personal point,
that's shit
which
house.
is like, look, we know him. You know, we know him through our videos and all that. Like, we haven't met personally.
Yeah, that's
we
it.
will eventually if
Yeah.
he actually decides to follow me on Twitter.
Wow. And he
But
decides,
He wants to follow on Twitter. Just fucking hit the
You know,
button, man.
you know what the worst thing is? I'll tell you what the worst thing is. The worst thing is that the people going after him and saying, oh, he's this, oh, he's that, they've got no idea about footy. They have got
100%.
no idea about football.
100%.
Shocking.
Well, that's when you get that bullshit stuff. It's usually people who got no idea.
I haven't seen it. What do they say to him?
Go the game.
I
They're calling him midget, and they're calling him he's a wanker, and he's a tosser, and he's a...
That'd be like coming to me and calling me fat. I'll just call you
Well,
a dead shit.
well,
but it doesn't
whatever.
matter.
So,
Who cares?
look, let him revel in his win. Let people revel in their
of
win.
course.
You know,
like
I
us.
said,
We
look,
win, we
I
win.
tweeted him after the game. I said, look, well done. I go, you won, you deserved it. Good stuff. I said, we'll see him round 23.
100%.
And basta così.
100%.
Leave it at that. Don't be a sore loser.
Don't get personal.
Come on, man.
Don't be a sore loser.
Don't get personal, man.
And the other thing I want to say,
Oh,
a couple of things.
The
right?
voice has gone up.
Now,
The tone change.
now, he copped this, and my other mate Michael copped this. Now, I don't want to name who the person
cop?
is.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Is this a certain individual bloke, right? We have not spoken to or seen in years. Years. I'm talking years.
Yep.
Light years.
Yep.
Oh, where's the rest of your story after the game? Where's your this? Where's your that? Where's your this? Where's your that? That is the most Oh, how tough are you? Oh, after the game, where were you before the game?
That's exactly
no
right.
balls to put your money on the line.
And your word.
To put your reputation on the line.
100%.
No guts, no
100%,
balls.
man.
How easy is it to do it after the fact? After the fact, after the fact, after the fact.
100%.
So easy.
Anyone
We've all
can
copped
say
it.
that.
So
We've all
easy.
copped it this week.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
We
I'll be the
deserve
first
it.
one to take it. I
We
said we'll
deserve
smash him.
But as
And
I
the
said,
next thing I want,
Okay.
the next thing I don't want to hear, the next thing I don't want to hear is that we can't beat teams because he's out and he's out and
No,
he's
we
out.
can.
it's excuses.
We're 2-1 without Mackay. We can be that without Wiedering as well. I know it's getting to a point of the threshold. There's an injury threshold that certain teams can't uphold,
Well, even
and
Voss
I
said
understand that. But don't accept defeat because of injuries. Don't accept it.
It's excuses. You're
The
making
goalposts
excuses.
have now moved. We expect more of this team.
Well, that's why we get so angry and passionate about the loss.
Correct. Correct. And as I said, if you're going to go after people, make sure you understand the game. And my final one.
4 talking points.
This is my final part, right? All the people and supporters who continually called for Dow to get a game ahead of those 5 midfielders, that is why you don't know anything about football.
That's right.
And you haven't watched the Michael Voss game plan, and you haven't done enough research and looking into the way we play to realise that he can't get a game unless there are injuries.
Yes.
Don't look at the VFL numbers and say, oh, he got 30 touches and 2 goals, he's got to come in. No.
Doesn't mean anything.
No. Watch the game. Understand what Michael Voss has to do. If you're going to have an opinion, don't be ill-informed. Yeah. And if you are ill-informed and you get called out like you are right now, don't come back and have a go at me. Because I've been doing work for countless hours all year, figuring out what the hell Michael Voss is doing with the team and trying to figure out his game plan and his style. And Dow was not part of it.
He's
for the simple reason that his kicking efficiency was terrible. And you saw it on the weekend. And the fact of the matter is, he plays a 5-man rotation in the midfield. And you can't put 6 men in a 5-man rotation in the centre square. And you can't fit 3 inside midfielders when you play 2 inside midfielders. And he's not better than Matt Kennedy. And that's it. And that's it.
I love it.
Now you know why Dow couldn't get into the team. And that's it. Enough. Enough of that discussion. It's done. It's finished.
Done, fam.
It's done. I'm not ripping Dow. I'm not. But this is just a critique on his football.
100%.
That's it. Done.
Look, Voss.
The little you done, fam. He done.
Voss even said it in the, with not so many words, he said it in the press conference. When they asked him about it, you saw it in his face. You saw it that even the chance that he took.
He knows.
And I don't want to hear, he's only had 1 game. No.
At 60.
No.
He's at 60.
No.
The other guys that have come in and played their role, like the Carrolls and that, they actually did what they had to do.
He wasn't the worst, but my gripe is with people continually saying he has to play, he has to play, he has to play. Why?
Yeah, 100%.
The proof's in the pudding, and his pudding ain't rising.
Thank you. That's it. That's me done for today.
No more.
Paul's call.
Done. I like it. It's gone a different direction. That's good. All right. Hey, let's get back to one of your loves here. We were just talking about it before. When we were kings, this is part 5 of the Schumacher innings.
Oh, yes.
Does he win?
Last week,
he wins.
well, eventually we'll find out if he wins. Last week he crashes, and then they change the whole thing, and they bring Barrichello in, and the new team, and then from then on, you know, they're winning, they're kicking goals.
Jean Todt, Ross Brawn, all that.
As I said, I think at the end of it, they said the rest is history. So let's have a look at this next part.
Who wants to be king?
Far too much happened in the 5 seasons of Schumacher's dominance to cover off in one video. Instead, I believe it's far more important to highlight how he was able to put himself in the best position to achieve his success. I'll first begin with his team. He understood that he was a spearhead of a well-built and structurally sound organisation. This was a team with the money, the right people working in the right areas, all of whom had helped to develop a dynasty that many thought could not be replicated. A carefully planned strategy would prove fruitful throughout Ferrari's lifetime and is something that is still used up until today, although with sparing success. But where Schumacher found himself in a position which didn't favour him, well, this is where the true brilliance came out.
He's going out fighting, he's racing with Raikkonen, who's trying to block him into turn 1. Schumacher's having none of it. They're side by side. Don't collide, guys, please don't collide. Raikkonen gives him room. Schumacher is through. The crowd go bananas. And that says everything you need to know about Michael Schumacher's spirit.
Michael was able to extract milliseconds out of each corner in a way that only a few before him could emulate. The likes of Alain Prost most notably had a reputation to finding the limits of both the track and the car. But unlike the Prosts, the Sennas and the Lauders, Schumacher could do this even in the most demanding of situations. I speak of 94 Spain, being stuck in 5th gear for over half the race distance, something which 99 out of 100 drivers would be forced into retirement for. but Schumacher was able to continue to match all but one of the other drivers' pace and come home in second place. Although he wouldn't realise it then, but the result was just enough to help him win the title come the end of the season. Then there was something truly exceptional with his driving ability, and through analysis of his accelerator trace, engineers could pinpoint how much throttle was being applied through each turn. Schumacher was lifting off earlier but braking less sharply, meaning that throttle responses wouldn't have to work up as hard, and also maintaining a higher exit speed. This was the argument of gradual deceleration versus keeping the throttle for longer and having to work with the forces of nature on harsher braking and then rapidly accelerating again. Schumacher, on the other hand, showed nurture and, without being too cliché, showed that he was at one with the car and handled the throttle with precision like a fine artist would handle their paintbrush. It meant that Michael could extract milliseconds of time each and every corner at a rate that wasn't seen in the V10 era. Maintaining the all-important higher top speed around a corner is what made the difference, and in his own words, he has an exceptional feeling for the limit, and he truly was driving on the edge.
There you go, mate. That was part 5, and as you can see, man.
Who wants to be king?
Who wants to be king? And he was the king, man. And I'm telling you, the one bit I got out of that video was when he was with who was he with?
Flavio Briatore?
Nah, before Ferrari, he was with Benetton.
Yeah, Benetton, and Flavio Briatore was the thing.
So there was that one race
director.
where he was stuck in 5th gear.
Oh, yeah. Oh, mate.
And he still, I think he come pole or...
Podium.
No, podium. I think it was a third.
I think he come third. And then, like they said, he didn't know it at the time, but that secured the fucking... he ended up getting the driver's championship that year. Yeah. And if he had not finished there or finished third, he wouldn't have got the point, you know. So that just showed the brilliance, man. Imagine being stuck in 5th.
Well, you need throttle control like the unreal. Yeah. His feet.
Champion.
Magician.
All right, closing.
Whew, what a
Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, subscribe, like, share. Everyone get out there because it truly does help us. Get onto our channel.
Yes,
the jump
subscribe.
Like, subscribe, comment.
Yep.
Yeah,
all the comments.
And you go into the thing with our, still we haven't shown it lately, but it is the poster of
Buzzusto.
Buzz. So
Hand
you're
signed.
in there. If everyone does all that, you're going into a draw. You don't even know it, but you are. Well, you are.
Yeah.
You are. Everyone that does that, he's going into draw because we've got some sort of program going that he's the genius for. So get the Wayne Arms. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss this.
Up.
There's also going to be the Talking
The
Blue.
Harmsy interview. When's that going up? 8 p.m. Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Is that right? 8 p.m. Wednesday?
So which is tomorrow night.
That's correct.
Which is not.
Which is not at
Because
the moment, but when
at
this
the
goes
moment,
to
but
where,
when
it'll be
you're-
tomorrow
Now
night.
that you're watching it, it's on tomorrow night, and I'm telling you, you don't want to miss the Wayne Arms. Get onto our merch.
Merch,
Hey,
T-shirts,
Market Cats,
Hoodwinked,
all of it.
The hoodies, all of it.
Also, get onto Top Dog Liquor.
Top
Send
Dog
in
Liquor, Lyndon Hosking and the gents. Get on their social handles. Their website is coming.
Yes,
They're working on the website at the moment.
we have
Their
been talking
website
to
is
them.
coming, so get on their Instagram and their Facebook.
What
Top
I want-
Dog Liquor.
What I want from Top Dog Liquor, and I'll just scull 50 of them if we win the premiership this year, is a nice slab of like Peroni lemon chill. It's unreal.
Oh, that's tech.
They're techie.
That's
there.
real nice.
I'll dead say if we
Real
win
nice.
the premiership, I'll just deck 20 the whole slab.
I like lemon, like in my beer, like
Not
a
bad,
little bit.
not bad.
If we win a final, I'll deck a whole
Where
slab.
did I have some of that? Did I have some of that with you?
Yeah, we're at Daniel's.
Oh, that's right. Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
Freo
That's
game.
right.
Yeah.
The Freo game.
Good Italian fucking.
Yeah.
That's superb. Yeah,
Very
no,
nice
definitely
beer.
do that.
Yeah.
And get your photos in.
Get your photos in, mate. Right out of football.
Yeah.
You saw the photos that came in earlier.
Bang! We saw that Paul Dixon. You're going to receive.
I want some Aussie tech.
Get
I want Aussie plates. Like, what are they?
Yeah,
in?
whatever.
Yeah, bloody
Whatever.
oath.
Whatever. It doesn't have to be thing.
Well, we
whatever.
need to we need
Get
to
an
we
Aussie
need to
plate.
spread the
I
Aussie
like
love
variety. I like
because
variety.
Bucky's in
Fish
next
and
week.
chips.
I don't care.
Bucky's in next
I love
week.
a beautiful.
Oh yeah, Bucky's in. Let's get the Australian.
I love a
meals in
beautiful shepherd's pie.
Nah, shepherd's
Love
pie.
a
Or,
shepherd's
or
pie.
like a chicken and mushroom pie. I had one on the
beautiful.
weekend
I love it.
down at Wood End. Beautiful.
I love it.
Yeah, it is. It's
I love it.
Fantastic.
Mate, sick.
Adventurous.
All
Hey,
right.
we've got to thank this sponsor too, man.
No, we will. It's all coming, mate.
You forgot that when we got the coffees again.
No, I forgot it when I got the coffee.
Fucking shit house, mate.
But it was
You're
always
like
on the
Carlton.
bottom.
Shit,
Yeah,
you
nah,
forgot the
shit.
game plan.
Shit ass. Yeah, I did too.
Contagious.
Fucking Paddy Dow at his best.
Oh,
Nah, we
nailing
like
the
him.
porky.
BA channel, make sure you get on, everyone, mate.
Almost
And
Blue
the other
Brothers,
one is
Tommy and I,
this
all of
week's
them.
In the Blue Corner. I watched it, and Steve, mate, he was on my. Mate, Steve was talking my languages here. He actually said something. He goes, I don't think the Carlton supporters hate Collingwood enough, and I agree. We need to hate them more. Trust me.
Your
they
gen does.
think nothing. No, your generation too. They don't think nothing of you. They hate you,
yeah.
right? So hate them back. I'm telling you, nothing but misery for them. Trust me. And their whole family. Nothing but disappointment and misery for the rest of your life. It's your fault. Anyway, so get on to that. All right.
Love when he says that. Nothing but misery for the rest of your life.
Misery
For the rest of
I
your
want
life.
it. I want to hurt. I want to hurt. Melbourne Coffee Roasting Company. It's like
Brandon Bevilacqua, get around him. Give it a...
Mate, still going.
Profumo di café.
Beautiful.
Profumo di café.
Nothing but misery in that too.
There's a misery in that. I love it. I love it.
Have a
I
sniff.
love it. Have a sniff of that, mate.
Have a
Good
schlep.
smell. And we also got a Marino Bros.
Bros.
So,
Oh,
what's happened?
What happened to
Agapi? Well, I
Was
didn't
it
know.
Agapi?
Let's have a look.
Oh,
I
let's
taped it.
have a
I
look.
taped it. Let's have a look.
What is that, Agapi?
The baby!
The baby. The baby she. The baby she. Agapi, tell me, what is it? Is it a boy baby or a girl baby? Is she a boy or is she a girl? What's happened? Tell me.
Mr. Nicoletis,
Yes, my.
fine pair of sons.
Oh, couple of boys. Oh, but look. Oh,
Look at the eyebrow. He's a happy man,
Far out.
mate.
That's quality. That is quality.
Happy man, mate. So he's a different man. He's got his two little boys there. I'm sure they'll be working at the fruit market in
Oh, they'll be
a
there.
year or two.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's it. And also, mate, anyone out there, contact us, mate. We're looking at moving on next level, so everyone get out there, man. You know somebody,
Sponsors,
marketing,
please.
sponsors, man. We're moving next level. Yeah. Trust me, we're getting there. All right, let's do some viewer. First one here. Have a look at this bloke here.
Dean Cole, much underrated player of his time, great player and captain of Carlton, in my opinion, one of my favourites. Mark McClure.
Mark McClure, man. So that
Sellers,
was good.
yeah.
How about this bloke?
Adam T, whoever you are, jog on, son. We don't need negative fans like you not supporting the boys online through thick and thin. For all of us appreciative fans.
Look at that. Look who's it from.
Blue
Bagger in Vietnam.
Vietnam.
Far out. They're all over the world. These
I
baggers.
love it. I love it.
They're
Hey,
sticking
listen.
up
Wait before you go. What do we got here? What do we got here? No, next one. Next one.
comment.
This
Yep.
one,
Yeah,
this
let's have a
one,
look.
This one here.
Max Riggio. Great show. Rumour has they're building a jumper punch statue at the front of Edwards Lake.
And if anyone knows
Imagine that.
Edwards Lake, there's a big steam train there that's been there like for 30 years. We're going to go right next to it. Yeah, right
Put
next
our
to the
handprints on
statue,
it.
man. That's it, mate. That's it. All right, and I just want to thank, look, I met a guy at the footy, and he come up to me and he said, I love you guys and that.
Nice, cool.
And I think it was Nathan, but I heard Nations, but Dylan goes, I think it was Nathan. So whoever you are, I think it was Nathan, mate. Good meeting you. We had a bit of a chat there.
I've actually got a bit of a shout out too.
All right, do it before we do
you
this
know
last
who I
one.
met? Uga. The one who
Oh.
puts all the donations in and all that.
Ah.
So Uga,
Did you meet him?
yeah, Uga.
Is
I
it
think
U-G-U-R?
you are Koken.
It's-
Uga.
He's Turkish. It's pronounced Ur.
Oh, is
is
it
it?
really?
Ur.
Is it really?
Because I got a mate. He
Ur.
says it's pronounced Ur.
Okay.
There you go. Ur. All
So
right.
yes, so met him
That's
at
techno.
the,
I like
at the
that.
bottom of
Fucking techie.
Q11 where we were, and
Please hope that's right, but I'm pretty sure it's Ur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So great to meet him.
Oh, that's sick.
The Turks and Lebos were out in full force at that game.
And
I'll
the
tell you.
eye ties.
One of my best
The
mates
Italians.
was sitting there on the weekend, and there were just all of a row of Lebos. I
love it.
Lebos, right? And there was this one Collingwood supporter in front of him, and when they kicked the goal, this bloke got up, and they're like, "Fucking sit down, you cold."
That's the best, man. I love it.
When you see a full row of
love
Lebos,
it.
it's all over.
It's the best. It's the
Yeah,
best.
Yash, Airy B, Airy.
love it, I
And when
love it.
Sad gets the ball, it's all over. It's fucking
I love
loser.
it.
It's all over. It's done.
It's all
My God, Sad.
I love it, man.
Nah, it's good.
There's nothing better than
Great.
the ethics
No,
of the football.
No, it's the best, man.
Carlton.
I'll tell you, seriously, what a supporter base. What a
can't beat it.
supporter
Oh,
base, man.
God.
When I was saying this on the thing, man, and the Collingwood, they got no shit. When I was in the train, I was like in the scene from bloody from Chopper when he's in jail and all those criminals in there. Man. One was coming in after that, and I go to myself, man, it's like I'm in bloody prison here, man.
H division.
H division, man. Oh, I tell you.
Village of the Damned. was getting on that train.
That's it. All right, this is the last one. This was from Lana Owens, but it's from her sister-in-law, Anna Prifty. I reckon Prifti. What do you reckon?
Prifty.
All right, have a look at this
Put it down
picture.
and spin.
So,
Oh my goodness gracious.
That's the Fev.
There you go. Fev
this
on
was from the West End
Shag.
Gallery, early 2000. Was an entry in the Archibald Prize.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it didn't win, but it was donated to the club and was auctioned off. I'm sure they made some money out of it. But there you go, man. That's a good effort.
Big Fev.
Big fair,
There
man.
it
It's
is.
not a bad effort, that one there.
Shag
I
with the
like
dreadies.
it.
Everyone's
Shag
got their own artistic flair, so that's
Yeah.
their artistic
No, that's
flair.
good, man. And that's Fev at his best.
Yep.
That's against Adelaide.
Yes.
Yes.
With the dreadlocks. Bang.
It's
Flailing
kicks it
away.
back, mate. All right, what a big show.
Beautiful. I've actually got
breathe.
one. I actually got a little. No, well, he doesn't know. He's all the way from America. There's this bloke called Chaz Reed.
Chaz Reed.
Yeah, man. No, he hasn't messaged or anything. I watched one of his videos. Like he does like a review, and he did one of Carlton versus Sydney, and he was absolutely losing. It's some young kid from the States. I was just watching it. I'm like,
Carlton,
and he's
man.
losing it.
But does he do like
No, I think he does
live
like
view or-
reviews and all that. Like,
just like a view after the game?
yeah, like he just like does a live reaction to.
Oh,
it
sick.
was actually quite funny. I quite enjoyed
Really,
it.
American bloke.
Yeah, I'll put it up in.
All right,
We'll
done.
get a link for it or
Yeah,
whatever.
done.
But
Chaz
yeah.
B.
No, Chaz Reed.
Chaz Reed.
Chaz
Yeah.
Reed. That's a good
Yeah,
American
it's-
name, isn't it?
It's fantastic.
Chaz.
Yeah,
Chaz.
yeah.
I don't think there's any Australian called
Yeah,
Chaz.
yeah.
Chaz.
He was like, I was actually, my brother and I were watching at
Oh,
work. If I can get it up here, but
Chaz.
Well, we'll put it up.
Chaz
We'll put it
Reed,
up.
mate. I love
Chaz
it. I love it.
Reed.
Like
There it
he's-
is. Oh, yeah. Yeah, nice.
He's just a young kid, and he goes through all the things. And
Chaz.
yeah, I like it. Chaz
Man, I'm
Reed,
telling you,
mate.
Carlton's got the biggest.
Got a big reach.
He did a watch along, Carlton versus Collingwood.
That'd be interesting.
That would be funny to watch.
Yeah,
so
that's
yeah.
it. All right,
Fantastic.
guys.
But anyway,
Making airwaves across the Pacific.
yeah.
That's it, man.
Mate, everyone's
we're
drunk.
done. We're
Everyone's
done.
drunk,
It's
mate.
done, mate.
Everyone's
We're
drunk.
done.
Yeah.
No, I can't talk anymore.
Everyone's drunk, man.
All right, guys.
That's the thing.
Like, subscribe, comment, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Marino Bros, Melbourne Coffee Roasting Co, Top Dog Liquor, and whoever our future sponsors are.
That's
if you want to come
it.
on board, email us. We'll send you out a little package.
And next week, big week. Get ready.
Mid-season review.
Big season review.
It might be the buy, but it's not for us.
No, it's going to be big, man.
No,
We're going
it's
to bring
for us.
Bucky on, man, and
Heath
we'll get
Bucky's
him
coming
revved up before the game, and we'll get him like
You
we'll
got
just
that
let
cork
him.
hat for him again?
Yes, I've got
Okay,
the
all
dog
right.
hat. He's
You'll
got
have
to
to
wear the
wear that
dog
for a
hat,
little
so
bit.
we'll do that. So we've got him. So everyone, get ready, and all we got left is
Yep.
Go Blues!
The lion is the king of the jungle. How can he be the king of the jungle? If he's not the biggest, the elephant is probably one of the biggest. He can't be the fastest because that's a cheetah. He can't be the smartest. So he's not the biggest, the fastest, or the smartest. So how does a lion become the king of the jungle? His mentality. That's the only difference of a lion and an elephant. When a lion walks up and sees an elephant, he thinks lunch. An elephant thinks run. And it's all mentality. Because when a male lion walks up, he may be outnumbered by a pack of hyenas. But I'm king. of my jungle because of my mentality.